What's going on, guys? It's me, Dreamliner Fan 2016 here, and today we have another plane spotting video at San Francisco International Airport for you guys. I hope you guys are excited for today's video, and without being said, let's get started with today's spotting video. Alright, who's ready for another San Francisco International Airport spotting video? Feels good to do another spotting session at SFO, and a rather unique one to say the least. This spotting day took place on April 15th during the spring season of 2023, and weather on that day was mostly clear, and the temperatures were at least warm on that day, but we also had some breeze coming in as well. This SFO spotting session is going to be different compared to the previous ones I did. Today's SFO spotting session is going to be held at the Sky Terrace observation deck. I've been wanting to try out the SFO Sky Terrace for quite some time, and today marks my first time doing so. Before we begin, here's some information about the SFO Sky Terrace that you should know and if it's a good place for plane spotting. To begin, San Francisco Sky Terrace observation deck is located atop of Terminal 2. Opened in February 2020, it provides an amazing 180-degree view of the runways and taxiways as planes move in and out of SFO. It also replaces the original observation deck back in 1952 when the original Terminal 2 was opened. The Sky Terrace is open to the general public on Fridays to Mondays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and you don't need to go through TSA as it is outside of the security checkpoint. However, you still need to go through a metal detector before you enter the observation deck. As for the spotting experience, it is a good place if you want to get pictures of planes taxiing up close, but keep in mind that it is surrounded by huge glass walls, which can lead to reflections on other areas rather than the airport view itself. So if you don't want those on your photos, I would recommend using some form of lens hood that is flexible. That way you can get the full view of the airport without any reflections from the chairs or other objects from the Sky Terrace. So now that you know the spotting experience at the Sky Terrace at SFO, let's now dive into our first clip for today's video. Let's go, everybody! What is up, everybody? Dreamliner Fan 2016 here with yet another video, and today we're here at San Francisco International Airport for some more plane spotting action. As I checked on the weather, yes, it is clear skies. Well, we got some few clouds, but I'm very excited to catch some more planes. Weather should be good as there isn't that much heat. Well, of course, today is spring, but it's kind of close to the summer season. And you know that heat haze is coming in clutch. So I do want to make sure that I want to at least get some good spotting photos. I mean, I already have one photo from SFO that got accepted to JP, but I'm eager to try to catch more photos so I can have those accepted to jet photos. So, really nice day today at SFO, and I'm just excited to do some more spotting here at my favorite airport here in Northern California. And currently right now, just got elevators there. So I'll catch you guys. I'm going to be going into the AirTran station right there, and we're going to be heading to the Sky Terrace, which I have never done before. I have never spotted at the Sky Terrace before. Red line? I'm not sure. I'm not sure which, I don't know what kind of, thing is, there, what line, what train goes, but either way, let's try 8. But anyway, I'm going to be spotting, yeah. Like I said, I'm going to be spotting at the Sky Terrace, or is it Terrace? I'm not sure how I would pronounce that. But I'm going to be spotting at the observation deck, and I'm just excited to do so. So it's kind of a while to get to the train station, the air train. Whatever. Yeah. So I'll catch you guys later, and we're going to get started with the spotting as soon as I enter the Sky Terrace. I think that's how I would say it, maybe.
Next stop is International and Terminal 1 A and B gates. All international flights, American Airlines, Frontier, Hawaiian, JetBlue, Southwest, Sun Country, Medical Clinic, USO, and the Aviation Museum. Please hold on. Approaching International and Terminal 1 A and B gates. Please hold on. Please make sure you have all the personal belongings and watch your step as you exit the train.
The Japan Airlines Boeing 777-2. Oh wait, that's not a 200. That's a Boeing 777-300ER. I think she arrived from. If I were to take a guess, I think that's like Haneda. I think it's Tokyo Haneda. If I'm guessing, I might pull up a text if I'm wrong, but there she is. The ANA. I always think of ANA when it comes to Japanese airlines, but we got a JBU Boeing 777-300ER arriving at some airport in Tokyo. The walk to Terminal 2 wasn't that bad, as it was close to the air train station. But what I do like about this terminal is the marvelous pieces of art that are displayed here in the check-in area. I mean, look at this piece of art right here. Not quite sure what this piece depicts, but I can say that this person did a fantastic job on creating it. We got more clips that I'll be diving into as I began entering the Sky Terrace to start off this spotting session. I was very excited once I headed upstairs into the 4th floor. I was ready to have a fun spotting session here at SFO. So without wasting further time, let's get into the next 2 clips. Alright, so after a nice bathroom break after I arrived, it's time to go up into the Sky Terrace. Very excited to come up here. First time doing so for a plane spotter. And if you guys are curious, this is the operation hours for, it's like some kind of but yeah. So here's the Sky Terrace open, it's the operating hours. So opens Fridays to Mondays. So yeah, but other than that, let's climb up these stairs and see for myself. Here we go, boys. I'm just excited. Can't wait to see the overall view of the runways, and it's gonna take a while for me to go. I think this is, I think I see some sunlight, so maybe it might be here. Give it, it's gonna take a while for me to come here. Oh, here we go. All right, and here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, look at that. We got an Air India 777-200LR in the Mahatma Gandhi livery already to start things off. Next up, we have a United 222 with the GE90 engines. And look at that, we got a 757-300 just departed. And wow, and we got an Alaska A175 operated by Sky West Airlines, November 173 Sierra Yankee. Wow, look at that. I gotta get my camera ready because I'm about to start the spotting session. So let's get started with my first photos, everybody. And welcome everybody to the San Francisco International Airport Sky Terrace. Wow, what a view! You can see every airplane taxiing and taking off in a very cool setting. You can also see a lot of parked planes here at Terminal 2. The sun was about to peak soon while I was here, despite it being lower than 80 degrees Fahrenheit on that day. But regardless, super excited to begin this spotting session. I think we're gonna begin with the photos, so let's do it, everybody. Alright everybody, and here we go with the photos. So, I think on that day I took about 400 photos. So yeah, that explains why there's a lot of photos on that day. So yeah, I'm just excited to showcase all these photos for you guys, and hope you guys enjoy it. So yeah, I decided to do this format rather than just editing the photos and doing the scripting for these aircraft, because it wastes a lot of time. And yeah, I just want to get this video out for you guys so you guys can enjoy all the spotting stuff. There'll also be videos at any point during this portion right here, so I hope you guys enjoy it. But nevertheless, we'll start off with this international airline. We have the Japan Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. She had just arrived from Tokyo Narita International Airport as Japan Flight 58, and this aircraft is registered Juliet Alpha 865 Juliet. So really nice to see that's another One World airline, but it's nice to see Japan Airlines here in SFO. So Alaska and Japan, I'm not sure if they have a code-share agreement. I'm not really quite sure, but yeah, they're both One World partners. But it's nice to see Japan Airlines at SFO connecting passengers from San Francisco to Narita and back. So yeah, and of course Japan Airlines, of course it's a simple livery, although the plane is mostly white, but either way, it is what it is. But hey, at least JL never gets old. I think their livery was like that before, but hey, it looks very nice on a 787 Dreamliner right there. So once again, we have Japan Airlines on their Dreamliner arriving from Narita, and we also have an American Airbus A3. I think that's an Airbus A321. I think it's chilling in the penalty box. It also has sharkless as well. Next up, we have this United Airlines. This is their Airbus A320, and this is in the Evo Blue livery, and she's gonna be heading to San Jose del Cabo, so I think that's somewhere in Mexico. And the flight number of this aircraft is United 1881, and this aircraft is registered November 496 Uniform Alpha. So really nice to see another Evo Blue A320. The first time I ever saw a Evo Blue A320 was back in like November 2022 when I saw it at Sacramento during the night. So really nice to see an Evo Blue A320 again. And yeah, it's a very nice aircraft overall, and the Evo Blue livery looks very nice on the Airbus A320 right there. Alright, next up we do have, well, here are some more pictures of the Evo Blue A320. Looking very nice. Next up we have a Bombardier CRJ 700, excuse me. We have a United Express Bombardier CRJ 700 operated by SkyWest Airlines, and she's going to be heading to Medford, which I'm not sure where that location is, but this aircraft is registered November 795 Sierra Kilo, and this flight number. Sometimes I try to like talk a lot, and then sometimes I kind of like mess up, but this flight number, the flight number of this aircraft is SkyWest Flight 5538. So I got some very nice departure shots. So as I said, you can see like a little bit of like a reflectance on the window that's coming from like the inside, like outside, the inner side of like the Sky Terrace. So you can see a little bit of a reflectance right there. So I mean, like, it's like that, but once again, I have a lens hood, so hopefully when I come back there, hopefully that does not happen. Other than that, we do have this CRJ 700 Evo Blue, and you can see a little bit of that pillar right there, like a wall thing. So quite unfortunate for that to happen. But yeah, we do have this Evo Blue CRJ 700, and we do move on to a United Evo Blue Airbus A319, and she's going to be heading to Eugene, Oregon as flight 798, and this aircraft is registered November 827 Uniform Alpha. So really nice to see another Evo Blue A320, not A320, A319. I think there's more Evo Blue A319s than A320s. I think there are some A320s that are still in the Continental Globe livery, while some of them are being painted into the Evo Blue. But we see Evo Blue A319s more commonly, so quite surprised right there. But other than that, we do have the Evo Blue A319 right there, so very nice. And yeah, got some more beautiful. This is another clear shot. Well, you can kind of say that's a clear shot, but yeah, you can like debate on that. But other than that, we do have this Evo Blue A319 flashing off to Eugene. And how about this right here? Man, I'm just very glad to get this photo right here. But wow, this is a very nice aircraft. Oh, this kind of feels blurry, but moving on, let me try to like zoom in. But right here, ladies and gentlemen, here she is. So right here we have the Air India Boeing 777-200LR in the Mahatma Gandhi livery, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But here she is right there, taking off on runway 28 left. And what a photo. So she's going to be heading to Delhi in India, so it's a long haul for that aircraft right there. And this aircraft is registered Victor Tango Alpha Lima Golf, which is the exact model NG Malls did. I think it was back in their April 2023 releases. So really nice to see this aircraft in person, and the flight number of this aircraft is Air India Flight 174. And yeah, very nice livery for Air India right there, although it's just pretty much the Air India livery, except you have like Mahatma Gandhi on the tail. But yeah, very nice aircraft, and I got some nice shots. Of course, this one appears a bit blurry, but yeah, this is actually my second time seeing this aircraft, because I think the first time I saw this livery was back in April 2020. Yeah, it was April 2022 was when I saw this livery, and I didn't got much of a good photo, but I guess this second one did turn out a lot better, even though there was like reflectance of like the Sky Terrace on the inside. But other than that, really glad to see this again, and I'm eager to see if I can try to get the NG version at some point. There's still some stores like retailers that has this model still available, so I might try to go for one retailer. But other than that, we do have this beautiful Air India 777-200LR heading back to Delhi, so very nice to see right there. Next up, we have a United Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. Actually, no, this is not a 200. This is just a regular 200 in the Evo Blue livery. And this aircraft is going to be heading to Kahului as United Flight 482. And this aircraft is registered November 214 Uniform Alpha. And this is like one of the original United 777-200s they have. So you can tell because it does have the Pratt & Whitney PW2000. Wait, not PW. That's for the 757s. These are the PW4000 engines. So that's like the Pratt & Whitneys right there. Those are the engines that had like the trouble back when like United, I think it was a flight from Denver that had the engine problem. And that plane had to be like grounded for like a while. But yeah, glad to see another 777-200 with Pratt & Whitney's, especially it's an original 200, so it's not like a 200 ER. Don't get me wrong, there's like still some 200 ERs that still have the Pratt & Whitney's, but this is just a regular 200, so no ER. It's a non-ER variant, so that's very cool right there. So got some more shots. There's a catering truck right there, looking very nice. Here's another look at that American A321 that's still in the penalty box at that time. And yeah, very nice aircraft, and once again you can see a little bit of reflectance right there of the inner side of the Sky Terrace. Next up, we have a beautiful United Airlines Boeing 787 Dreamliner. This is the Dash 9 variant in the Continental Globe livery, and this aircraft is going to be heading out to Singapore as United Flight 29, and this aircraft is registered November 15969er. So yeah, really nice to see another Continental Globe 787-9. I did saw an Evil Blue 787-9, which is going to be coming soon at this point of this video. So yeah, really nice to see an Evil Blue. Yeah, Evil Blue, but it's also nice to see the Continental Dash 9 as well. And yeah, she looks absolutely very nice. Although it feels like the aircraft's just top lit, but under that, it's a nice photo regardless. So yeah, here's that. Ooh, how about that nice beacon shot right there? So that's what the aircraft had its beacon on. So very nice right there. Here's a much more clearer shot. I think I'm liking this shot. Let me just try to zoom in closer. So yeah, this is a very nice shot of this aircraft right there. So yeah, that's a much more clearer shot. Unfortunately, as I can zoom in, kind of heat distortion a little bit yet again. I took this on a very hot, well, very cool day with very hot weather, and yeah, heat distortion. Well, you could say like heat distortion is somewhat present on most of my photos. But other than that, we do have this Continental Globe 787-9 heading to Singapore Changi International Airport. And how about this? We have a Delta Airlines Airbus A321neo that just arrived from Boston Logan International Airport as Delta Flight 341. And this aircraft is registered, as you can see, November 526 Delta Echo. So really nice to see another Delta A321, and I think this is my first time seeing one in SFO, because like I saw a couple of them in Seattle Tacoma back in 2022. Oh, I want to get to that picture. Before I get into that picture, I still want to talk about like the Delta A321neo. But yeah, really nice to see another Delta A321neo, and once again, I think this is my first time seeing one in SFO. And of course, the Boston Logan route to SFO on this aircraft is it's a nice choice for the airline, and yeah, glad that they're serving that route strong. I think around this time they're like 2 daily service to Boston to SFO on the Delta A321neo, so that's very interesting right there. But this next shot though, how about this? I'm liking this shot right here. So here we have a triple shot of a United Embraer E175 Continental Globe, the Japan 787-9, and the Evil Blue Max 9 from United Airlines, all in one shot. Wow, that is just a... Not sure if you can see like the fuselage of the 787, not 787, you can see much of the 787-9 from Japan already, but you can't hardly, like, I'm not sure on how this, like, let me try like zooming it downwards so you can see like the fuselage of the Max 9. There she is. So hopefully you can see it a little bit more, but yeah, there's the Max 9 right there, Evil Blue livery. And here's that SkyWest SkyWest Embraer E175, and then we have the Japan 787-9 right there. So yeah, very nice photo, and I'm overall really proud of this shot. But yeah, very cool shot to say the least. And yeah, one of my favorite shots I got during that day. Next up, well, here's the Delta A321neo again, taxiing to its gate. And here's Japan 787-9. Here's another look of it. So yeah, a very nice aircraft. And yeah, once again, she had just arrived from Tokyo Narita International Airport. So looking very nice right there. And another shot of that Delta A321neo. No need to explain more about that. And how about this United 757-300 Evil Blue? Wow, very nice. Yeah, United Evil Blue. So she's going to be heading to Kona. I think that's like... if I could try to pronounce this city properly, like it's a airport, it's like Kailua Kona, I think that's what it is. So PKOA, I'm not sure, it's just KOA. So I think that's the airport, but I don't know like the airport's name. So yeah, this aircraft is going to be heading to Hawaii as United Flight 1721, and this aircraft is registered November 57863. And yeah, really nice to see an Evil Blue 757-300. Here's another very beautiful shot. And yeah, once again, there's kind of like a little bit of a reflectance of that pillar right there, excuse me. But yeah, quite interesting, and yeah, really nice to see an April Blue 757 again. Here's another beautiful shot. You kind of see a little peek of that Salesforce tower right there. So that's part of downtown San Francisco right there. And yeah, I think this is a better shot. There's no like any reflectance. This is a much more better shot. Although I can say that it's kind of a little bit blurred out, but I can still see a bit of like a clear shot of the aircraft or the object. But other than that, we do have this beautiful 757-300 heading out to Kailua Kona in Hawaii. And yeah, very nice aircraft to see. Next up, we have a United MAX 9. That's not a MAX 9. I mean, I do apologize, but I've been thinking about the MAX 9 for United since United operates a lot of MAX 9s. But we do have the 737 MAX 8 variant from United Airlines, and she's going to be heading out to Las Vegas Harry Reid International Airport. And yeah, she departed at around around 11:29 a.m. So yeah, very nice. So yeah, it's kind of like a bit of like a delayed departure for that aircraft because she was scheduled to depart at 11:05 a.m. So yeah, she's gonna be heading to Las Vegas Harry Reid once again, and this aircraft is registered November 17262, and the flight number of this aircraft is 277. So yeah, very nice MAX 8 right there. And I forgot to mention that there's a Air Canada Airbus A220 that just exited the runway. So really nice to see Air Canada and their Airbus A220 right there. And yeah, so other than that, we do have this MAX 8, and I think we're gonna move on to a couple of video clips I took of those previous planes. So we're gonna move on to like a video clip. We're gonna like do, I think, maybe 3 video clips, and then we're gonna like continue with the rest. So let me play those video clips right now. I also do want to mention about these beautiful departure shots of this United MAX 8. So we do have this one right here. I think it looks very nice. Here's like another one right there. Of course, some of them appear blurry, but hey, it is what it is. And once again, here's another shot of the MAX 8 taken off. And yeah, she's gonna be heading into like this beautiful blue skies. Yeah, so quite interesting right there. I think, well, this one appeared a lot blurrier, so that's quite unfortunate. But I think this is like the clearest image I can think of this aircraft right there when she took off on the blue skies. But under that, we do have this MAX 8, once again, heading to Harry Reid. Alright, now let's move on to some video clips. Alrighty guys, first heavy catch of the day is Air India Boeing 777-200LR in a Mahatma Gandhi livery, registered Victor Tango Alpha Lima Golf. And we do have a Delta A321neo, but I want to get this picture of this Air India 777-2LR. And the registration of the aircraft, or the tail number, is the exact registration NG Malls did in this month's release set, April. So really nice to see this aircraft again. I actually did see it last year, but I think the shots should turn out very nice. So we do have an Air India 777-LR. They just gotta wait for her. She's gonna be departing on 28 left. Can't wait to hear those. There she is. There we go. Well, guys, it took a while for that, like my phone camera, well, the lens to correct itself. But I got the photo anyway, so that's good. And we do have a United 222 right there. Just gotta make sure I don't want to like get all like things like there's the United 222. United 222 has just landed here in SFO. There she is right there on runway 28 right. And we do have a United 757-300 departing on 28 left. So she should be appearing out of the, like, this area of the building. But yeah, that one has like the Pratt & Whitney engine. Oh, there she is. There we go. Off she goes. And then here's the United 222. Let me zoom in close. There she is. CRJ 200. We do have some 777s soon to be like lining up soon, but we do got like a Max 8. We're gonna be heading out to Las Vegas for this afternoon, and I just gotta like whip her. Like I don't get much Max 8s, but hopefully I get a lot, and hopefully it's a good photo. So I just gotta like wait for this Max. Yeah, she might be rolling down. There we go. Alright, come on. Now she goes to Vegas. I'm not sure if I got a good photo of that or the aircraft was centered, but either way, I do got a nice picture of the aircraft. A Turkish 787-9 Dreamliner had just arrived from Istanbul, and that aircraft is registered Tango Charlie Lima Lima Bravo, and I think by now she should have touched down on runway 28 left. So we just gotta wait for her. She's gonna be coming from the buildings. Gotta look at that tail. There it is, the tail. There we go. Alright, there we go. Wait for it, wait for it. There we go, there she is. The Turkish Dreamliner. If I can get a good photo. Let's see, come on. There we go, I think this should be good. Nice. Gotta ignore those obstructions from the glass. Nice. And we do have a United 787-9 that's going to be taking off. She's going to be outbound for Singapore. And I think the flight number was it 39 or 29? I think it was 39. I may like pull up a text, but let's see. But yeah, we do have a United 787-9 outbound for Singapore for this afternoon. Well, it's kind of like in the morning, so kind of like close to noon. So we're just gonna wait for her, and yeah, gonna be lining up. Well, we do have this Air Canada A220, so after she crosses, and Breeze Airways, hello again, Breeze Airways, Airbus A220-300. Nice to have you again, and nice to see you again, Breeze Airways, for the third time. Very nice. And there she is, the Turkish Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, looking absolutely beautiful. She had just landed on 28 left, and once again, she had just arrived from Istanbul as Turkish Flight 289, and once again, this aircraft was registered. Oh, hang on. Tango Charlie Lima Lima Bravo is the aircraft registration. So really nice to see Turkish Airlines here, and it's nice that they bring the 787 Dreamliner. I think they would bring the 787 Dreamliner around the afternoon and morning, and then they would also bring like a 777 around like late afternoon. So they have two daily flights to Istanbul. One of them is a 787, which operates the afternoon flight or like the noon flight, or probably like the morning flight, whatever you like to call it, but they also have an afternoon flight, late afternoon flight on the Boeing 777 as well. So very nice to see Turkish Airlines right there. And yeah, they're a very nice airline. And yeah, really nice to see another 787 from Turkish, so very nice to see right there. Next up, we have an Air Canada Airbus A220-300. So really nice to see their A220 again. And yeah, it's a very nice aircraft overall. And this aircraft had just arrived from Toronto Pearson International Airport as Air Canada Flight 737, ironically, because like it's an A220, but the flight number is a 737. But excuse that. But this aircraft is registered Charlie Golf Whiskey Uniform Sierra. And yeah, similar to like, we have that aircraft, but similar to like Turkish, it's nice to see Air Canada again. Of course, they are a Star Alliance member, so it's really nice to see another Star Alliance airline, but besides like United being here in SFO. So yeah, and the livery on the A220 looks very nice, and I do like the style of it. But next up, we have the beautiful Breeze Airways Airbus A220 arriving from, I think she had just arrived from, she arrived from Cincinnati. So yeah, Breeze Airways under Airbus A220-300 arrived from Cincinnati, she arrived from Cincinnati as flight MXY 258, MXY flight 258, and this aircraft was registered November 206 Bravo Zulu. So yeah, really nice to see Breeze Airways at SFO after they began their operations back in May 2022, which they're still new to the airport, but hey, it's always nice to see Breeze Airways. Like, I would commonly see them at SFO, but they would sometimes do like charter flights into SMS. So very nice to see Breeze Airways in one of their like focus cities. Of course, San Francisco is one of them. And yeah, really nice to see Breeze Airways from there. Next up, we have a very interesting aircraft. This is actually a Metro Aviation Beechcraft, like a King Air 200 Super. It's a Beech 200 Super King Air aircraft. So very interesting. I think this is like a medical aircraft, I suppose. But this aircraft is registered November 9012 Mike Foxtrot, and this aircraft is going to be heading to Arcata. I think that's I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that city correctly, but I think it's somewhere in California. But really cool to see this. I was not expecting, like, as soon as I saw it, whoa, what's that? Then I just snapped a picture of it and I took the screenshot and it was like, ooh, this is actually cool. Metro Aviation, very cool. So yeah, here is the Beech 200 Super King aircraft from Metro Aviation. So once again, this is more of like a medical company for this aircraft right there. So very cool to see that right there. And here is another shot of the Breeze Airways, and yeah, very nice double shot with the Breeze Airways and the Air Canada Airbus A220-300. So very cool to see right there. Let me try like zoom it in a little bit more so you can see better. Hopefully this is a much more better shot, but very nice to see a double shot of Airbus A220s. Very nice. Here we have a beautiful 787-9 Dreamliner. Of course, this was like the Singapore flight. I think I said it was like I was confused on what the flight number was, but I already told you what the flight number was already. So here's that United 787-9 Dreamliner heading out to Singapore Changi International Airports. Beautiful departure shots, I will add, so very nice right there. Here's another good one. And yeah, really nice to see the Continental Globes. KLM under Boeing 787-10. Wow, love to see this airline right here. So, yeah, British Airways, not British Airways, but I was thinking of like other European airlines, but we do have KLM under 787-10, so it's really nice to bring their 787-10s. They apparently replaced their 747s for that route ever since like post 2020. But yeah, really nice to see the 787-10s. And this aircraft arrived from Amsterdam Schiphol Airport as flight KLM 605. And this aircraft is registered Papa Hotel Bravo Kilo Kilo. And yeah, once again, don't need to elaborate too much on KLM. They have a very nice presence here in SFO. And yeah, always nice to see KLM every single time because like KLM is a very amazing airline. So yeah, very nice. Next up, we have a JetBlue Airbus A321 with the ribbon's tail. And no, this is not a CEO, this is CO. Yeah, it's a CO, it's not a NEO. So very nice. So yeah, she had just arrived from Fort Lauderdale in Florida as flight JetBlue 577, and this aircraft is registered November 9023 Juliet Bravo. So yeah, really nice to see JetBlue, and it's nice to see a ribbon's tail. I think the first time I saw a ribbon's tail was actually in San Francisco, so it's really nice to see a ribbon's tail. I think this kind of like replaces like the, we got like a United 75. This kind of like replaces the prism tail, which I wish they could like continue to keep those for a couple of more years, but hey, we do have this ribbon's tail. And what's the name of this aircraft? Let me just zoom in. It's meant to be. That's a very interesting name right there for this aircraft. So once again, JetBlue Airbus A321 ribbon's tail arriving from Fort Lauderdale. So very nice to see. And how about this double shot with a United 777 200 yard with a wardrobe malfunction right there? Nice little matte reference right there. But yeah, really nice to see a double shot with this aircraft and heavy aircraft as well. So yeah, very nice. Next up, we have a United Airlines Boeing 757-200 looking absolutely very nice in a Continental Globe livery. And this aircraft is going to be heading out to Boston Logan International Airport as United Flight 1483. And this aircraft is registered November 12125. So, really nice to see 777. I was just thinking about that 777 from the. Oh, by the way, there's another 777 getting towed into like probably the United hangar or something. I don't know. But really nice to see another United 757, especially those aircrafts that are equipped with the Rolls Royce, because like the Rolls Royce engines produce a very nice sound. Now, yeah, I hope I could try like flying on the 757 soon, because like I would like to like. Because it's my favorite narrow-body aircraft. I just never got a chance to fly on one, but hopefully I can at some point in the future. But like, who knows? Maybe if I ever like get like a good ticket from United or Delta, then I can like try to fly on this aircraft. So hopefully that's possible in the near future. But once again, we have this Continental Globe United Airlines 757-200 that's going to be departing for Boston Logan International Airport, and you can see more clearly about that tow being like that United 777 being towed into some area in the United hangar, maybe the panel box. I'm not really quite sure, but yeah, very nice to see right there. We do have this like San Francisco airport fire truck right there. I think they're just doing like daily, like they're doing like daily trainings. Daily trainings, yeah, that's all I can say. But they're doing some daily trainings, but like they're gonna be heading to like a certain area and they're gonna like practice some fire demonstrations. So yeah, that's what it is. Next up, we have a United Express Embraer E175. This is in the Continental Globe livery, and this aircraft arrived from Reno Tahoe International Airport as United Flight 589, or well, 589, excuse me. This is operated, the flight number for this one is SkyWest 5899. So this is a SkyWest operated aircraft, and this aircraft was registered November 150 Sierra Yankee. So really nice to see a 75, not 75, I was thinking about that 75 again. Nice to see an Embraer E175 from United Airlines, and yeah, interesting operations out of SFO. So there's a lot of them in SFO. So yeah, it's one of their United hubs, so we'd like to see these E175s at SFO operating all these amazing regional routes. Next up, we have a United Airlines 757-300. Very nice, in the Continental Globe livery. It's another Continental Globe livery. And how about this triple stop with a 737-800 and a 777? So very nice. We're seeing a lot of Uniteds. Look at that. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 United planes, so that's very cool. And she's going to be heading out to Honolulu International Airport as United Flight 2380. And this aircraft is registered November 56859er. So very nice aircraft from United Airlines right there. And yeah, you can see like all these reflectance that's coming from like the inner side of the Sky Terrace. So quite unfortunate that happened, but yeah, it is what it is. Once again, I do have a lens hood, so hopefully I can come back there and make it more better. But yeah, we do have this beautiful 753 from United Airlines. Next up, we have a Evil Blue 737-800 taking off, heading to Columbus, Ohio as United Flight 1263. And this aircraft was registered November 36272. And yeah, I don't really need to elaborate too much on United planes at SFO. There's a lot of United airplanes, so it's one of their mainline routes out of SFO, in and out of SFO. So really nice to see another Evil Blue 757. And we do have the CRJ 700 also from the also in the Evil Blue livery. This is a SkyWest operated aircraft, and she had just arrived from Ontario, California as flight 5416, and that's SkyWest 5416. And this aircraft is registered November 743 Sierra Kilo, excuse me. So yeah, really nice to see another CRJ 700 at SFO. Of course, there is a lot of CRJs in SFO as well, so very interesting to see right there. Next up, yes, another international airline. Right here we have an Aeromexico Boeing 737-800. She's going to be heading to Guadalajara as Aeromexico Flight 623. And this aircraft is registered X-Ray Alpha, Alpha Mike Lima. And this is like one of the Aeromexico planes that had the X-Ray Alpha registrations, because some Mexico planes, like Mexico registered airplanes, are registered in the United States. So they do have like the November registered aircraft instead of like the X-Ray Alpha. X-Ray Alpha is the registration code for Mexico. So I think with those November registered aircraft, I think those are coming from like leased companies that are based out of the US. I'm not really quite sure, but I think it has to be like those November registered Aeromexico planes are registered, like they're lease registered. So quite interesting right there, but really nice to see an X-Ray Alpha registered. Here's a much more better shot of that aircraft, looking absolutely very nice. So yeah, that's the Aeromexico 737. Oh man, yes. Now we're getting into something very cool right here. Right here we have the Singapore Airlines Airbus A350-900, and of course, she's going to be heading out to Singapore Changi International Airport as Singapore Flight 31. And this aircraft is registered Niner Mike, not Niner Mike, that's a Malaysian registration. But this aircraft is registered Niner Victor Sierra Mike Zulu. Really nice to see Singapore Airlines again. Of course, it's been a while since I last saw them. Of course, like Singapore, they do have like a common appearance in San Francisco. And yeah, Singapore, along with United, operate flights out of San Francisco to Singapore. But yeah, very nice to see Singapore Airlines again. And yeah, the livery on the Singapore plane looks absolutely very nice on the Airbus A350. So really nice to see right there. Next up, we have another, well, this is another United Airlines. It's a blurry shot, but we do have a United Airlines 737-900ER. And this aircraft is going to be, well, it's going to be heading to Kailua Kona in Hawaii as United Flight 694. And this aircraft is registered November 61898. So this is another daily flight for this aircraft. I previously mentioned a 757 route for that aircraft. And yeah, we do have another one, but this time on a 739. So quite interesting. Here's another shot of it. Kind of seems a bit blurred, but either way, I don't really want to complain too much about that. How about this? Here is the Air Canada Boeing 737 MAX 8. This aircraft arrived from Vancouver International Airport, and I do love this. That's a very cool shot right there. Double Air Canada planes in one photo. Wow. You got their A220-300 at gate Delta 2, and their MAX 8 had just pulled into the gate. Just entered the taxiway, and she's pulling into a gate. So Air Canada Flight 564 arriving from Vancouver International Airport, and this aircraft is registered, Charlie Golf Echo Papa Delta. So very nice to see their MAX 8 again. Normally, I think it was during when the Sacramento service started from Toronto Pearson, it was mostly on the A220, but I would like to see them change it to swap into a 737 MAX 8. So yeah, of course they do have some very nice aircrafts in their fleet, and the MAX 8 is one of them. Next up, we have another MAX. This is the Boeing 737 MAX 9. Well, this is United's Boeing 737 MAX 9 in the stunning Eagle Blue livery. And this aircraft is going to be heading out to another hub. It's another United hub, Houston George Bush IAH. And this aircraft is registered November 47533. And the flight number for this aircraft is United 2409. So, really nice departure shot of this aircraft. And yeah, I'm really proud on the photo overall. So yeah, we do have this beautiful MAX 9 from United Airlines in the Eagle Blue livery. And here is the 757-300 that's departing for where's it departing? Frick, I forgot. Oh yeah, Honolulu International Airport. So here's that 757-300 departing for Honolulu right there. And yeah, very nice to see. Here's a United Airbus A320 right here. Registered, what's the registration? Did I go over this registration already? November 451 Uniform Alpha. Hang on, I gotta check. I don't know if I actually got a photo of that aircraft. Do apologize, guys, because I'm scrolling through all these screenshots I took of these flight numbers. I don't think I got a photo of this United A220 when she was taken off. Cause I was into the zone of spotting in the Sky Terrace. So unfortunately, I don't think I got a photo of that. But here's this United Eagle Blue Airbus A320 registered November 451 Uniform Alpha. Yeah, November 451 Uniform Alpha. It kind of took a while because I had to zoom it because this shot ended up being a bit blurry, but yeah, what can I live with it? I mean, I can still live with it, although there are some good shots. Next up, we have the Boston flight departing on runway 28 left, and of course it's a 752, looking absolutely very nice, and yeah, nice photos. Next up, we have an Alaska Airlines, finally another aircraft. This is another hub for this San Francisco. We have an Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-800, and this aircraft is going to be making the departure flight for Puerto Vallarta. I think that's how Puerto Vallarta. It's kind of another name. It's PBR. Anyway, so the flight number for this aircraft is Alaska 1426, and this aircraft is registered November 549er Alpha Sierra. So really nice to see Alaska's present in SFO again. Of course, this is another hub for them. And yeah, so once again, she's departing for Puerto Vallarta. So very nice to see that right there. Next up, we have a United Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. This one has GE90 engines, so this has got to be the former Continental plane. You can also tell by the registration, so it has 04. So that's probably coming from these Continental planes. But yeah, really nice to see this aircraft right here. And yeah, a very cool aircraft, especially with some GE90s added to it. So this aircraft is going to be heading out to Tokyo Narita International Airport as United Flight 837, and this aircraft was registered November 78004. And I know we're 16 minutes in this video, but might be longer, kind of about to take up an hour, but I'm going through all these photos because these photos look absolutely very nice. Here's another photo of that aircraft, and yeah, really nice to see an Eagle Blue 777-200, and I think this might be my first time seeing an Eagle Blue 222 with GE90 engines. Of course, I've seen a lot of Rolls Royce, but now we're getting some variety with the GE90s now, so very nice to see right there. And yeah, it looks very nice with the GE90 and the Eagle Blue livery. I do like the design of it, of course. And next up, we do have a JetBlue Airbus A321. This is now in the Prism Tail, and this aircraft is going to be heading to Fort Lauderdale. I think JetBlue has a big presence in Fort Lauderdale in Florida, so I think that's what I'm assuming right there. Anyway, she's going to be heading out there. Flight number is 578, and this aircraft is registered November 986 Juliet Bravo. And let me see if I can zoom in into the name. mint something, I don't know. Once again, some of these shots are like absolutely blurred. Here we go. There we go. Mike India November Tango mint. That's a very nice registration right there. It just spells out Lin, like it just spells out mint, but then you have like all these, the ICAO alphabet code, Mike India November Tango, spelling out the word mint. So that's a very cool name right there for this aircraft right there. So yeah, once again, heading to Fort Lauderdale, JetBlue Airbus A321 Prism Tail. Next up, there's the Singapore Airbus A350-900 blasting off for Singapore Changi. Looking absolutely very nice. Yeah, really good lighting for that photo right there. Looking absolutely very nice. Got a couple of good photos of that aircraft, so I'm very proud of it. So yeah, that's that. Next up, of course, Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines, they have like a somewhat, not much of a big presence in San Francisco. Of course, like there's more United planes than Southwest, but when you go to your Class Charlie airport, you'll see a lot of Southwest. But we do have the Southwest 737-800. She's gonna be heading out to, not San Francisco, not San Jose, I don't know. She's gonna be heading out to Los Angeles International Airport as Flight 2418, and this aircraft is registered November 8607 Mike. So really nice to see Southwest on their 737-800, although you'll see a lot of heart liveries. There's no more Canyon Blue 737-800s, which is quite unfortunate. So all of Southwest's 737-800 fleet are now heart liveries now. So other than that, it's really nice to see. And yeah, this is the instance where I would accept Southwest and get a photo of it instead of seeing Southwest every day in Sacramento. But seeing Southwest in San Francisco, that's much better, and I'll get a lot of photos from there. But other than that, we like to see it from Southwest Airlines, and yeah, they should operate very good in San Francisco. Next up, we have an American Eagle Embraer E175, and yeah, very nice to see E175. This is a SkyWest operated aircraft, and she's also going to be heading to LAX. Flight number is SkyWest 4885, and this aircraft is registered November 512 Sierra Yankee. So really nice to see American Eagle. Here's a better shot of that aircraft. I like this shot a lot more. Very nice right there. This one, I don't know where to begin. That kind of appeared a bit blurry, but let's ignore that. Next up, we have their Airbus A321neo. This is their mainline aircraft, and this aircraft is going to be heading to Philadelphia as American Flight 2661, and this aircraft is registered November 406 Alpha November. Looking very nice, and yeah, she's going to be blasting off from the clouds. Here's a much more better shot of it. Let me zoom in closer. Yeah, that's like a much more better shot when I look at it, so very nice to see that right there. And yeah, next up we have a wardrobe malfunction aircraft right there, so mismatched engine cowling right there. So we have a United 777-200ER. She had just arrived from Paris Charles de Gaulle as United Flight 986, not 986, United Flight 984, and this aircraft is registered November 7907 Uniform Alpha. And this is, of course, one of United's original 777s. Well, yeah, one of the 777s that was originally delivered to United. So really nice to see right there. I know this is kind of like a blurry shot, but we do have an Alaska 737 MAX 9 departing for Honolulu as Flight 877, and this aircraft is registered November 941 Alpha Kilo. Looking very nice right there. This is a much more better shot. I do like this shot a lot more, so here she is right there. Looking very nice. And I think we should... Oh yes, I do want to talk about this. Oh yes. So right here, we have the Alaska Airlines Boeing... Not Alaska Airlines. Man, this photo, I was very pleased with this. But right here, we have the Alaska Airlines Embraer E175 in the Horizon Air Retro livery. This was actually my first time seeing this special, and man, I really love on how this photo turned out. Wow, man. She's gonna be departing for Painfield, so that's the Painfield in Everett, Washington, as Flight Horizon 2424, and of course this aircraft is registered November 652 Mike Kilo. Man, I was very happy to finally see this beautiful livery. Man, she looks absolutely good in beautiful sunlight conditions. And yeah, first time seeing this aircraft, and here she is taking off into the blue skies. But man, I'm super happy to finally catch this beautiful special after seeing their Q400s twice. Well, this livery in the Q400, but it's nice to see this on the Horizon Air E175. But wow, she looks absolutely marvelous right there. And honestly, it's much better than the E175. Like, it's better than the Q400. I do like on how they added like the cheat lines right there, but man, wow, absolutely stunning right there. man, I'm glad to see this beautiful aircraft in person. And yeah, I do have the 1400 model. Stay tuned for a mass unboxing on that. But other than that, I'm really glad to see this aircraft in person. So I think we're gonna like stop it from there, and I'll show you like the takeoff clip of I'll show you the takeoff clip of the Alaska E-175 first. I think how the clip turned out, I think it ended up a bit blurry when the aircraft was taken out, but I don't care. But at least I got these photos right here because they're much better than that. But other than that, let's move on to some video clips. Alright, and departing for Payne Field is the Alaska Airlines Embraer E-175 in the Horizon Air retro livery. Super excited to finally catch this aircraft here at SFO on a beautiful sunny day. I've been wanting to catch this aircraft ever since it got delivered and it showed up on the internet, but I'm finally seeing it right now, and hopefully this shot's good. I'm not just gonna be like taking off, like if you're gonna have a long takeoff roll or a short, but let's hope for the best. Alright, there we go, there you are, there she is, yes sir. Come on. Wow, look at her. Look at her right there, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, super fortunate. Yeah, those shots actually did turn out great. Really fortunate. Alright, here we go. United MXY rolling down to 8 left. It's in the Evo Blue livery and it's going to be appearing out of the building in a couple of seconds. There we go. Not to go. So far on this side, I think this is like Terminal 2, we do have 2 Air Canada Max 8s. I got a very nice double shot between the A220 and the Max 8. And then there's their Breeze A220 right there. United, this Evo Blue A320 is kind of like sitting here at Gate Echo 4, kind of like waiting. And later on, we should have some very cool departures. Like we're gonna see like Singapore taking off soon. So I'm excited to catch Singapore. United 777-200 getting towed. I think he's gonna have like a 100-hour inspection or something. Like he's gonna be getting towed for maintenance, or maybe just like a repositioning gate. I'm not sure what this aircraft's doing, but I think it's like a repositioning if I were to guess. So there's a United 222 with GE90 engines, so kind of uncommon to see that. Alrighty, buddy, here we go. The Singapore A350 is number 1 for departure, and she's gonna be once again heading out to Singapore Changi International. Hopefully, I can get a good departure shot, but she's rolling down the runway at some point. So, yeah, hopefully I can catch this aircraft. Yeah. So we just gotta like wait for. Oof, I want to like that metal is kind of blocking it, so it kind of like blurs the video. So I want to make sure There we go. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. There was like a JetBlue A220 right there was banking, so that could have been a good double shot. It would have been cool, but there she is, heading out to Singapore Changi, the Singapore A350. Oh, it's kind of blurry, but there she is right there. Alright, we got more pictures to take a look at. Let's continue on with this United Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. Of course, this is the Tokyo Narita departure for that aircraft, so here are some departure shots I took. Overall, they look very nice. I do like this one. Almost like the aircraft kind of appears a bit clearer, but yet again, there's that sense of like heat distortion on the photo, so it's not acceptable for JP, unfortunately. But I'll still take it. I think it might go to like a different website that can like doesn't care like acceptance rates, but other than that, it is what it is. Here's another look. You can see the Salesforce tower right there. And how about these business jets? One of them is like I think that's a Falcon. That's kind of like a Falcon 7X maybe. There's a G5, maybe a G550 I think. And some Cessna citations right there. So that's very cool. And yeah, beautiful departure shots out of that 777 from United. Here's a Delta Airlines Airbus AC-19, registered November 329er November Bravo. She just, I was gonna say like she's gonna be departing, but she just arrived from Los Angeles International Airport as Delta Flight 2412. And yeah, really nice to see a Delta AC-19. Of course, NG just recently did one in their October 2023 releases, so I think I might go for that. Other than that, just like to see a Delta AC-19. But yeah, very nice aircraft in Delta's fleet, and of course these are former Northwest Airlines airplanes. Next up, we have a very interesting airline. Well, you can try to call it an airline, but we do have a wheels up Beach King Air 350i. So very interesting airline, and yeah, never heard much about, well, wheels up. It's quite like I think that's like, I'm not sure what kind of like airline this is all about, but she's gonna be departing for Chico, and I think the flight number is 875. So quite an interesting aircraft right there, and an interesting airline. I'm not sure what they operate for, or like what kind of like operations do they provide, but really cool to see a wheels up aircraft. And yeah, very nice aircraft overall. Here's another photo of the wheels up plane, and yeah, this is where like the pillars, like the wall barrier starts. But yeah, here's an Alaska Embraer E-175 operated by Horizon Air, and this aircraft is registered November 645 Quebec X-ray, and this is kind of like the closest I can like get of an aircraft from this angle. She had just arrived from Seattle Tacoma International Airport as flight 2077 or 2077. And yeah, surprisingly, I was gonna like try to like I was thinking about like getting this like photo into JP. However, the problems are, and it might get rejected because I think there are a couple of reasons. So one of the reasons, it's top lit and it doesn't really show the tail. Another thing, I think it might be the angle of just how I took the photo. Maybe it's not like centered. And another thing, all these like reflectance from the inside of the Sky Terrace. So unfortunately, I wanted to try to like do that. I want to like try to get this photo into JP, but I don't think that's possible. It's just gonna get rejected. So quite unfortunate, but hey, at least this photo turned out good. And yeah, it did turn out to be like a clear photo to add. I'll add it. Other than that, I'm really glad of this photo. Next up, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200. And yeah, really nice to see another 757-200 from Delta Airlines. This is the Gen 1 with winglets, and she's gonna be hang on, let me just like, there we go. She's gonna be departing for JFK International Airport in New York City as Delta Flight 487. And this aircraft is registered November 704 X-ray, which was the exact model NG Models did. That was back in their June 2022 releases. And I do have two models of that already. You've probably seen them on my airport updates, but it's nice to see this exact registration again. And yeah, very interesting registration because it rather has 5 characters instead of 6. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So quite a unique registration for this aircraft. And yeah, this is a former TWA airplane. So it used to operate for TWA back then under that same registration. And Delta Airlines acquired it, and it's theirs. And she's still active as of today. I just recently saw her back in San Francisco in September 2023, back in my late September spotting at SFO. And yeah, what I found really cool about this is that the main landing gear goes up first before like the nose landing gear does. So you can really tell just how quick the 757 nose landing gear comes up in the main landing gear, and just how slow the nose landing gear is. I think that's cool for like a 757. And here's another shot. Of course, it's not centered, but hey, what can I do? And yeah, once again, nice to see another Delta 757 again. Alright, so moving on. Next up, we have the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 with split skin stars in the heart livery. And this aircraft is going to be heading out to Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport at Southwest Flight 445. And this aircraft is registered November 944 Whiskey November. So, once again, Southwest, I know they're present here at SFO, but at least Southwest isn't like overshadowing every airline like in SFO. United and kind of like Alaska is kind of have more presence here. So yeah, but under that, Southwest, of course, they also have their base in Oakland. Well, I don't know if you could call it a base, but they also have some flights in Oakland, but at least Southwest has some in San Francisco. But yeah, Southwest Airlines, they're a very nice airline, and yeah, we'd like to see it from Southwest. Almost said Alaska right there, but here's another shot. I know it's blurry, but hey, what can I do with it? Next up, ooh yes, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 757-300, and yeah, really nice to see the long pencil again. And this aircraft is going to be heading out to Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport as Delta Flight 916. And yeah, very nice aircraft right there. And this aircraft is registered November 582 November Whiskey. So yeah, really nice to see another 757-300. And yeah, just looking at the aircraft, it's just a long airplane. And yeah, really nice to see a 753. Of course, with, I want to save those for later. But nice to see a 757-300 again. And yeah, really nice that Delta Airlines has some 757s. United also has some 753s as well, but I just like the sound of like the PW2000 engines. Don't get me wrong, the RB211s also sound really good, but the 753s with the Pratt & Whitney engines are very interesting. And yeah, once again, as I said a couple times, this 757-300 is going to be heading out to Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, and she departed at around 12:14 p.m. So yeah, really nice to see this from the 753, and I do have a video clip of her departure, so let's get into that. Okay, continuing on with the pictures, next up we have another international airline, and this is an airline I have never seen in like ever since 2019, and that is the Air New Zealand Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. Man, I'm super fortunate to finally see Air New Zealand again. What a very interesting livery. Of course, their all black livery is very nice, but this livery is also good too. So yeah, really nice to see Air New Zealand. She had just arrived from Auckland, New Zealand as flight NZ8, and this aircraft is registered Zulu Kilo, Zulu Mike. No, let me read the registration. The registration of that aircraft is Zulu Kilo, November Zulu Mike. So yeah, once again, really nice to see Air New Zealand and their Dreamliners. I think at one point they had their 777s. I'm not sure if they're bringing their 777s back to SFO again, but hey, at least we get their 787-9s during like the spring season. I think spring season are 787s, and possibly like fall season, winter season can be like the 777. I'm not really quite sure, but other than that, Air New Zealand making a huge presence in SFO. And how about this shot with like the SFO water tanks? So here they are right there. So these are the SFO water tanks. It gives off a nice backdrop. Well, excluding this thing, of course. Like, what can I do about it? But yeah, really nice to see Air New Zealand once again, and they're nice for SFO. And yeah, some more pictures of the Air New Zealand Dreamliner. As we move on, we have an American Airlines Boeing 737-800 taking off. She's going to be heading to Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport as American Flight 2016, and this aircraft is registered November 869 November. And yeah, really nice to see American again. I've seen a lot of their 737-800s while I was in Dallas doing Airliners International, so it's really nice to see American and their 738s. Well, this one does not have like the logos on the winglets. I'm not sure if this was they also have like the logos on the inner winglet. Actually, I don't think so, because like you can't see them. I kind of see a little snippet of it right there, but I don't see like the logos on the winglets right there. But under that, we do have this American 738 with blank winglets, and this is a much more better shot. And yeah, you can see like more clearly that there's no inner logos on that winglet right there. Next up, we have a JetBlue Airbus A321. Actually, here, this is where I'll stop here, because like we'll continue with that JetBlue Airbus A321, but I do got an update clip, so let me roll you that right now. Alright guys, so let me give you guys a quick intermission. So here's what's happened so far. So here is a photo of an American 737-800. Hang on, let me try like, there we go. So here we have this American 737-800 that just took off. Hang on, it's kind of like camera sensor shut off. And here's a wheels up aircraft. I'm not sure what aircraft it is, but I did tell you on what the aircraft was. But yeah, and then here's a United 757-300, and the Horizon Air Retro E175. Man, I'm so fortunate to catch that aircraft. And a United 222 taking off right there. And ooh, we have an American A321neo right there, and an American Eagle E175. And here's the Singapore A350 that I caught. Very nice shot of it. And here's another United 222. Yeah, there's like photos are everywhere. Here's the Air Canada Max 8. Here's a double shot with their A220-300. And here's the Singapore A350 when she was taxiing. And a CRJ 700 and United and some more Uniteds. Here's a 787-9 taking off on 28 left. A220-300. And here's the Max 8, right? Yeah, that is the Max 8. So here's the Max 8 right there. There's the JL 787 right there. And some more photos. Here's a United -9. Here's the Muhammad Gandhi 222 LR. Very nice photo. So we're glad to catch that again. And here's the United A220. So far, this spotting has been going good so far. But of course, now we got some clear skies and sun is pretty much exposed at this point. So maybe at this point, like, heat haze is present. So hopefully these photos, I mean, if ever the chance, these photos can get accepted to JP, but I'm not sure. But hopefully some do get accepted when I edit them. So yeah, but I'll continue spotting and get some great photos. Alright, back to more photos again. Next up we have this JetBlue Airbus A321 with a prism tail, and this aircraft had just arrived from Boston Logan International Airport as flight 1833, and this aircraft is registered November 9080 Juliet Tango. Not sure if this aircraft is now in the ribbon's tail, or maybe probably like balloons, but I'm not sure. I gotta hang on guys, I gotta look. So November 9080, so I think it's been in the prism tail for like a while, but then it might change into the balloons. Maybe, I'm not quite sure. I do want to look at jet photos. Okay, so as of this recording, yes, she is actually in the ribbon's tail. So this was my last catch, because like I know the prism tail is kind of like fading away fast. Well, not really as fast, but you can still see some prism tail A221s. But just want to let you know that they're going to be going away for the next couple of months or years. But this aircraft is named Taking a Meta Health Day. Is that what it says? Hang on, let me zoom. Yes, Taking a Meta Health Day. That's an interesting name for this JetBlue Airbus A321. But other than that, really nice to see a Prism A321 again. Next, well, here's some more photos right there. So really nice to see this aircraft again. Next up, we have a Delta 737 900ER taking off on runway 28 left. And yeah, a nice departure shot of this aircraft. So very nice. This aircraft is going to be heading to Detroit's DTW, so that's Metropolitan International Airport. That's Delta Flight 361, and this aircraft is registered November 852 Delta November. So yeah, nice to see these Delta 79s, although I've been seeing a lot of them in SMF. It's nice to see them at SFO. Next up, we have a very cool airline right here. Well, I've seen this airline already, but this is the Avianca Airbus A320neo. And this aircraft arrived from San Salvador as Avianca Flight 562, and this is operated by Avianca El Salvador. As you can see by the flag, there's the El Salvador flag. And this aircraft is registered November 769er Alpha Victor. So, really nice to see this aircraft, and yeah, really nice to see Avianca. I think there's also Avianca Colombia as well. I'm not sure if they do fly. Wait, I think they do, because I think there's 2 Avianca flights at SFO. I'm not really quite sure, but other than that, really nice to see Avianca on their A320neo, whether it's the El Salvador or Colombia, but other than that, it's very nice. And here's a nice shot with the San Francisco water towers. I think those are water towers, I believe, or something else, but it spells out SFO. But very nice to see, and yeah, this is one of my favorite catches. Alright, so we're going to be moving on to the next couple of clips because we have an ANA 777 coming, and I do want to show you that video before I get into some pictures. Also, I do want to show some other pictures from, I show you another clip from the previous video before the ANA 333 came out. So, yeah, with that being said, let's dive into some more clips. Busy operations are here at SFO as of late. So far, we have this Air Canada A220 that just pushed back out of gate Delta 2. We got a United Max 9 taking off right there. Sorry for the focus if it's like that. There she is right there. There we go. Should turn out okay. We got a United E175 right there. United's heading out, and far off on the distance right there, there's tail. Oh, I see the tail. That is an all Nippon 777-200. She's gonna be heading out to Tokyo Narita. Unfortunately, she is delayed, but hopefully I can get a good photo when she comes across this area. I've been wanting to catch a lot of ANA planes because like I got some interest in some Japanese airlines, so really nice to catch these airlines from Japan. And hopefully I can try flying with ANA. Once again, I do apologize for the blurriness if it goes out of focus. Avianca! Oh my god, I gotta get a picture of that. And here she comes, the ANA 777-300ER coming out from this side. You can hear those GE90s. There you are. Wait for it. Sorry. There we go, ANA 222. Oh, not 333. I mean. That aircraft really takes out the entire frame of my camera. Let me try getting the tail. There we go. So yeah, that aircraft, wow. It literally just like took up the entire frame. So unfortunately I cannot get her when she's taxiing, but hopefully I can get a great shot when she's taking off. Once again, ANA 333 heading out to Tokyo Narita. So as you guys saw in that previous video, it was hard for me to get the full aircraft into one frame because the 777-300ER was very long, so I decided to go for the tail anyway. And overall, I think the shots between the ANA tail and the Avianca tail also look very nice, but I do love ANA. Of course, they are a great airline, and I'm looking forward to try out their cabin product one day when I go to Japan. Most likely, I would like to fly to Haneda, and yeah, fly with ANA to Haneda. But yeah, ANA does have a very nice tail though. I do like the design of it, and yeah, very nice tail once again, and yeah, one of my favorite tails for an airline, especially ANA. Well, ANA is my favorite international airline, but hey, ANA does have a very nice cabin product, and once again, they do have a very nice tail. So I'm gonna leave this off right here because I got another video clip to show you guys. So with that being said, let's dive into the next singular video clip. Oh, I gotta get the shot right here. Asiana Cargo 747-400 BCF, or is it BDSF, just arrived from LAX. Probably for like a short cargo flight. There it is, the Queen of the Skies, right there. Oh yeah, so majestic. Wait for it. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, look at her right there. Never gets old seeing a Boeing 747 at airports like this. Wow, look at her. Very nice. Wow, very nice. Hello, Queen of the Skies. Well, you don't see many passenger flights, but you see a lot of freighter flights. And here's the beautiful Asiana Cargo Boeing 747-400 BDSF. And she had just arrived from Los Angeles International Airport as Flight 284, so Asiana 284. And this aircraft is registered Hotel Lima 7415. Really nice to see another Asiana 747-400 at SFO. Of course, this is a cargo flight and she had just arrived from LAX, so I'm thinking SFO is like a stopover for them. And I think after that they're gonna head to Anchorage because they have there's a huge presence of cargo planes at the Anchorage area, like Ted Stevens, I think that's the name, Ted Stevens Airport in Anchorage, Alaska. So yeah, you'll see a lot of cargo flights going to Anchorage. But here's another shot of it. Wow, that's just a beauty. That's like an absolute beauty. The 747 is very iconic, from the 4 engines to the hump, and what a beauty she is. And yeah, can't go wrong without the Queen. It's just a beautiful airplane. While there are more freighter flights and passenger flights, at least Lufthansa again, Lufthansa is still keeping their 747s for a longer time. So yeah, hopefully I can try to fly on a 747 again, but I did flow on an Asiana 747-400 passenger variant already, so yeah, it's really nice to see this. It's nice to see this beautiful airplane once again because she looks absolutely beautiful, and yeah, what a beauty. It really does stand out to many airplanes at this airport. Wow. You can find many of these 747s at Dallas, San Francisco, Seattle, Los Angeles, and bigger airports, JFK, I can also think of that. But man, what a beauty she is. What a beautiful airplane she is. And yeah, she's going to be heading to the cargo ramp here at SFO. So So yeah, really nice 747 right there. And yeah, once again, really glad to see another Asiana 744 BDSF. But yeah, very nice. And here's a United 757-200 in the Continental Globe livery, and she's going to be heading to Newark Liberty International Airport as United Flight 2425. And this aircraft is registered November 13110. So here's the registration right there. Really nice to see another United 757 in the Continental Globe livery. Of course, I've seen their Evil Blues before, but I think that's only one time. I think I may have seen more of those, but most likely it's just one time I saw a United 752 in the Evil Blue livery. But other than that, really nice to see their Continental Globe version of the 752. And yeah, it looks very nice. And yeah, it has Rolls-Royce engine, so kind of like you would see these more operated like with United. You would see these engine configurations with United more often. But yeah, really nice to see another United 752, and she's going to be blasting off to Newark Liberty International. And here she is, the All Nippon Airways Boeing 777-300ER, and she's going to be heading out to Tokyo Narita International Airport in Japan as ANA Flight 7, and this aircraft is registered Juliet Alpha 790 Alpha. Really nice to see ANA here at SFO. Of course, they have 2 scheduled flights from Haneda and Narita, and that same goes for Japan Airlines too. Although Japan, I think they more operate out of Narita. Well, yeah, I think they more operate out of Narita, while ANA is more like Haneda. I think ANA would like have a bigger presence in Haneda. Well, there's like an afternoon flight for Narita for ANA, and then a Haneda flight in the evenings, and they're mostly operated by 777s. I think before there were like 787s that would like operate this route, and sometimes swap between a 777 for Narita and a 787 for Haneda. But this one's going to Haneda, well, not Haneda, that's something different. But this one's going to Narita on the Boeing 777, and I think like somewhere in the afternoon there's also a 777 flight that's operated for Haneda. So here's another shot. I think I like the shot right here. So you can see like this other shot. Now this shot turns out much better than the one that I like got a picture of. Like I got a picture of her in the taxiway. This one's a lot better than the one I got a picture of with the tail on the taxiway, because like at least I can get the full picture of the aircraft right there. So as you can see, she is taking off, heading to Narita. And how about that beautiful beacon shot right there with the San Francisco skyline? Well, slight bit of the San Francisco skyline. You can see like the Salesforce Tower right there. But other than that, another nice photo right there. And yeah, more pictures of her taking off. And yeah, of course the lamppost, because why not? And here's another picture of her when she's like already like, I'm not sure what altitude she's on, but she's already like got the gear up configuration, so the gear's about to be going up into the fuselage. But yeah, really nice aircraft, and yeah, once again, glad to see another ANA plane. Hopefully I can fly with them in the future, because I would like to experience their cabin product. But other than that, really nice airline, and yeah, hopefully I can try ANA for myself. So, okay, so we're gonna like stop from here. So I got a couple of video clips including ANA's departure. So without being said, let's also dive into those clips. And I think I got more coming up before we move on to the next round of pictures. So without being said, let's begin with those video clips. Just casually waiting for that United 752. She's kind of like, I'm not sure if she's rolling on 28 left or holding short or lining up the weight, but she's kind of like I think she was lined up from what I can tell from Flight Radar 24. So she should be appearing like in a couple of. Oh yeah, listen to that howl for it. Oh yeah, listen to that 8-20 howl right there. Wow, very iconic. Anyways, this United 752 is gonna be like coming out later, so yeah, kind of like waiting on that. Well, after missing that 752, we do have the ANA 777-300ER for her outbound departure to Tokyo Narita as Flight ANA 7, and he's gonna be like rolling on to a left. Man, I can't wait to catch this shot. Hopefully it turns out good, and hopefully the photos turn out very nice. You're gonna see for myself. So we're just waiting for that ANA 333. Can't wait to see her. Can't wait to hear those G90s. Man, I'm very excited. They were sending like 787. They were sending like 787s before, but I guess they're gonna be sending 777s for now. Maybe like the 787s like seasonal, or maybe there's like one for Haneda as well. But I'm not sure. We do got like a business jet right there that just landed. So once again, ANA 777 departing for Tokyo Narita. And hopefully she comes. She's gonna be coming in a couple seconds. I think she's ready. She's rolling. She's probably rolling right now. Wait for it. Let's see the tail. I can't wait to see ANA. That's that's the only thing. Alright, ANA, where are you? ANA. Yeah, heat distortion is kinda like present now, so not sure how this shot's gonna turn out, but hopefully it turns out good. There we go. ANA 333 right there. And just like that, she has departed for Narita, and there she is right there. And we do have a United 900DR right there in front of me. She's going to be parking at gate Echo 5. Unfortunately, it can't fit my camera lens, but yeah, you can have this video right there. Alright, next up we have this Breeze Airways Airbus A220-300 that just pushed back out of its gate, and she's going to be heading out to Richmond in Virginia as flight MXY 117, and this aircraft is registered November 206 Bravo Zulu. Ironically enough, I did see this registration on that exact flight number back in like August 2022, so quite surprised to see this registration again on that same flight route. And yeah, here she is pushing back. We got the Air Canada 737 MAX 8 in the background right there. And yeah, really nice to see another Breeze A220. And speaking of A220, here we have this Air Canada Airbus A220-300 that's taken off. She's going to be heading out to Toronto Pearson International Airport as Air Canada flight... What's the flight? Oh yeah, Air Canada flight 740, and this aircraft has registered Charlie Golf Whiskey Uniform Sierra. So really nice to see Air Canada's A220-300. Now this was way before, well, here's another shot of that Breeze A220. You can see the registration more clearly, November 206 Bravo Zulu. Anyway, so moving on, well, yeah, this was my only photo of that Air Canada A220, nothing else. And yeah, so yeah, really nice to see another Air Canada A220-300. Of course, they also have been flying to Sacramento from Toronto Pearson as well, so very nice to see that from Air Canada. But yeah, Air Canada's A220, very nice aircraft, and yeah, very nice addition to the Air Canada mainline fleet. And once again, here's that Breeze A220 once again. And here's the Delta 737-900ER arriving from Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport as Delta Flight 302, and this aircraft is registered November 9019er Delta uniform. So really nice to see, although it's like heat haze, yeah, like the heat haze around this time is absolutely terrible, especially when I'm taking pictures of like airplanes that are arriving from like runway 28 right, yeah, runway 28 right. The heat distortion looks absolutely terrible, and yeah, not accessible for JB, which is quite unfortunate, but hey, at least I get to see this aircraft. And yeah, despite the heat haze, I can still edit the photos and post that on Instagram for you guys. So yeah, very nice to see that Delta 3, like really nice to see the Delta 739s, although I've been seeing that for a couple of times. It's nice to see them at SFO. Alright, so we're gonna like stop some video clips, well, we're gonna stop some photos right here, as we do have a Lufthansa 747-8 that's gonna be coming up. So we're really excited to catch that, so here's that video clip right now. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, right there. You see her? The Queen of the Skies has returned on the Lufthansa 747-8. She had just arrived from Frankfurt International Airport on this fine afternoon. And she's going to be making a touchdown on 28 right. So we're going to be seeing her from this side. I wish she would land on 28 left. That way I could have gotten a nice photo. But let me see how this photo is going to turn out. Can't wait to see it. There we go. There she is. Say hello to the Queen of the Skies, everybody. The Lufthansa 747-8 makes an appearance. Turning for this side. Let's see if I can get another shot of her right there. Looking at St. August just departed, but we're gonna ignore that. We got the Queen of the Skies right here. She's in the old livery, so quite surprised. I don't see much of the new livery of this aircraft. But pretty much. So hopefully we can see more new liveries on Dash 8s. And there she is, the Lufthansa Boeing 747-8 Intercontinental in their old livery. Man, I'm super fortunate to finally see this beautiful aircraft again. She had just arrived from Frankfurt International Airport as Lufthansa 454, and this aircraft is registered Delta Alpha Bravo Yankee Foxtrot. What a beauty she is right there. Yeah, once again, the 747 is just an iconic aircraft. Especially, I just like the Dash 8. It looks very nice, and yeah, any 747 variant looks absolutely beautiful. And yeah, what a beauty she is. I hope I can fly with Frankfurt. I hope I can fly to Frankfurt with Lufthansa in the future. But yet again, that's on the future hold. But I would like to fly with Lufthansa on their 747 right there. And then you can see a little snippet, you can see the Salesforce Tower in the background right there, looking absolutely very nice. And yeah, here's the United 777-200ER Evo Blue. Of course, this is a former Continental plane. Now, I did not got a flight number. I did not screenshot the flight number of this aircraft, so I'm not sure where she's heading to. But yet again, we do have this 777. Here's a front shot right there, looking absolutely very nice. So you can see the GE90 engine right there. And of course, this is a former Continental Globe, a Continental airplane. So United acquired these when they merged with Continental. So looking very nice right there. Yeah, here's some more taxi shots of this aircraft, looking absolutely very nice. And yeah, really nice to see an Evo Blue 222. Yeah, really nice to see the Evo Blue 777-200. It looks very nice on this delivery. And here's the Breeze Richmond flight, the Richmond departure for this Breeze A220. Yes, so as you can see, looking absolutely very nice. You can see a little bit of the fence from the inside, but I don't care too much. It's a Breeze A220, and yeah, that's all I can complain about. That's all I can care about. Here's a beautiful beacon shot right there, looking very nice. And yeah, a very nice shot of this Breeze A220. And yeah, I'm kind of expediting a bit because I do want to make this portion a bit quicker and then much shorter. But yet again, do want to go over these airplanes for you guys. And here's a United 737 MAX 8. She's going to be heading to Las Vegas Harry Reid International Airport as flight 2678. And this aircraft is registered November 27292. And yeah, really nice to see a United MAX 8 again, especially when they really, that's all I can say. I was gonna say something else, but all I can say is really nice to see another United MAX 8. And yeah, besides their MAX 9, their MAX 8 is a nice addition to their fleet. And yeah, really nice to see them deploy these routes from San Francisco to some other destinations that United serves. Here's their 737-900ER right there, looking very nice. She's gonna be heading out to Chicago O'Hare International Airport as flight 242. And this aircraft is registered November 68842. And yeah, really nice to see a United 737-900ER again. Of course, there can be a mix between Evo Blues and Continental Globes, but I do got Continental Globes, so don't need to explain too much more. It's a nice fleet from United Airlines, and apparently the tail appears to be blurry, but yet again, at least I got a front. The front was pretty much cleared, as well as the middle section of the aircraft, but other than that, you can't complain too much right there. Here's another shot. I think this shot ended up turning a lot more better than the previous one, but other than that, really nice to see another United 737-900ER. And here's their 777-200ER departing on runway 28 left. So that's a nice departure shot of her right there, looking very nice. More departure shots. And here's the United MAX 8, and yeah, this is the Las Vegas route. And how about this beauty right here? Man, it's been a while since I last seen this airline, but right here, we have a Fiji Airways Airbus A330-200. Wow, I have never seen this airline in a while, like I said. And yeah, their livery looks absolutely very nice. So she's gonna, she didn't depart, she just arrived at SFO, but she had just arrived from Nadi, I think that's how I pronounce it, or Nadi or something, as flight 870, so Fiji flight 870. And this aircraft is registered Delta Quebec Foxtrot Juliet Victor. So once again, I'm really glad to see Fiji Airways again. And yeah, they're quite an interesting airline. Of course, they operate within San Francisco to the Fiji Islands. And yeah, really nice they are utilizing the A330-200 for that route. I hope we can try to get the A350 at some point in the future, but yet again, of course they do have the A350 in their fleet, but I'm not sure if they deploy those routes into San Francisco because the A350 has longer range than the A330-200. But other than that, it's really nice to see this airplane in person again. And yeah, with my 75 to 300mm lens, I'm glad I got a better shot of a Fiji Airways airplane. Despite being heat haze, it's too hot and heat distortion is present on this photo, but all I can say, I don't care too much. I got a beautiful photo of this aircraft right there, so looking very nice. So yeah, that's the Fiji Airways A330-200, and here we have the Korean Airlines Boeing 777-300ER, and she's going to be heading out to Incheon International Airport in Seoul as flight 24, so KE24, and this aircraft is registered Hotel Lima 8006. So really nice to see Korean Air utilizing their 777-300ER for that route. I think they also operated a 787 for that route. However, I think that's seasonal and it mostly happens during the summertime. So while unfortunately I did not see a Korean Air 787, I hope I can in the future. But other than that, we do have this Korean Air Dreamliner 333. And yeah, a really nice aircraft from their Korean Air fleet. And yeah, I hope I can see their 787s though. I was originally going to see one during the Airliners International 2023 convention in Dallas. However, it didn't go out as planned. But yeah, really nice to see the 777s. And how about that beautiful shot right there, that beautiful departure shot, just as soon as the landing gear was about to go up inside of the fuselage. But other than that, really nice to see a Korean Air 333. Yeah, it's a beautiful aircraft in their fleet. So yeah, here's some more departure shots right there. And here is the Fiji Airways A330-200, like entering the ramp right there. I think she's gonna be heading to, I think it's Terminal G. So that's basically like the international terminal. So yeah, I think that's where she's gonna be heading to. But other than that, we do have this Fiji Airways A330. Oh, do want to go into that aircraft before, like after explaining about this Fiji A330. But really nice to see an A330 once again. And yeah, it's a very nice aircraft overall from their fleet. And how about this beauty right here? Man, I think I got a lot of saying about this aircraft right here from United Airlines. So, this is United Airlines' first ever Boeing 777-300ER registered November 2331 uniform. And this aircraft has the new Spirit of United titles. Man, I was very fortunate to see this airplane in person. Their first 777-300ER. She's going to be heading out to Hong Kong International Airport as United Flight 869er. Wow, what a beauty she is. I also got like a taxi shot of her, and well, it's okay. Like, while the taxi shot was okay, at least I got a full picture of her, like the full frame of like the airplane instead of just having like a portion cut off. But other than that, I'm glad to see the first 777-300ER from United Airlines. Of course, ignore that shot because like there's like some kind of pillar, but like the wall barrier. But other than that, I'm very glad to see their first 333, and of course NG Models did this model in their September 2023 releases. So you would expect me getting this model, getting that model because I've seen this exact registration. Wow, what a beauty she is. Wow, I'm very fortunate. I'm just very fortunate to see this airplane in person here at SFO on a beautiful spring afternoon, April 15, 2023. So yeah, really nice to see that aircraft right there. And here's the 777-200ER with a wardrobe mount function, of course. So she's going to be heading out to Houston IAH, so that's Houston Intercontinental Airport, as United Flight 1449er, and this aircraft is registered November 781 Uniform Alpha. And actually, this is actually a non-ER variant, so it's just a 777-200. So really nice to see that aircraft. Of course, nice to see their non-ER variants. Of course, there are more non-ER. Well, I think there are more ER variants than just the non-ER variants. But I think the ER variants are kind of like more common for United Airlines in terms of their 777-200 fleet. But hey, at least I get to see the 777-200 at least, so that's very nice right there. And some more shots. And how about this beauty right here? Wow, another great catch right here. This is the United Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the beautiful Star Alliance livery, and she had just arrived from London Heathrow as Flight 900, and this aircraft is registered November 794 Uniform Alpha, and this aircraft has the Evo Blue engines and the Evo Blue United titles right there. So really nice to see a 777. Of course, the first time we see their Star Alliance Evo Blue planes was gotta be that 737. But I'm very glad to see that. Livery on the 777 right there, 777-200ER to be exact. Of course, they also have this livery in their 757 and 767, and possibly the 767-400. Well, they have one in the 763 and the 764. But other than that, I'm very glad to see a Starlines 777 with the Eagle Blue engines. And once again, she had just arrived from Heathrow as Flight 900. So, beautiful pictures right here. Wow, very fortunate to see this aircraft in person. So yeah, that is pretty much for this portion of the video clips. Now we move on to some more not video clips. Speaking of video clips, we're going to be moving on to some video clips, but that's it for like this portion of photos right here. So without being said, let's jump into, anyways, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so without being said, let's jump into more video clips, as I got a lot of video clips to cover, I got a lot of video clips. What am I saying? Oh yeah, so I got more video clips to showcase to you guys. So without being said, let's get into that. There is a United 777-200 in the Eagle Blue. Looking very nice. This has GE90 engines, so kind of like, I'm not sure, these are like former Continental planes if I were to guess. Because like Continental planes had like some GE90 engines. But I think that's what it is. But yeah, there it is. We do have Breeze Airways on the runway right now. I think she's number 1 for departure. And we should be seeing her in depart soon. So, let me get a close shot of that United. The big United logo. Very nice. Very nice stuff right there. Yeah. So kind of like around this time, it's like details can come in the photo, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, I can't do anything about it. It's like that. But yeah, hopefully I can get some good shots while we're here. So there's the Alaska A175 that just landed, and a Delta A319, or is that an A320? Not sure. I can't really tell by the length. But yeah, it's like an Airbus plane. So Air Canada Max 8 is kind of like ready for her taxi, and that's like an A319 almost. Maybe not, yeah, Delta A319 if I were to guess. So once again, Breeze is kind of like out on the runway right now, number 1 for departure. Oh, United 777 is moving. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully the wing of that Max doesn't come in. Alright. Gotta live with these heat distortions. And United 737-800 is going. And there she is, Breeze Airways. Not sure where she's heading to. Maybe, don't know, like Charleston or Cincinnati. I'm not quite sure, but I will provide a text or probably tell you guys on where she comes from in the voiceover. I haven't caught an airline like this before, but I've seen it a couple times at SFO. But we do have a Fiji Airways Airbus A330-200 on final from, is it Nadi or Nada? Like, I don't know what like city it is. I mean, like what airport it is from, but it's like one of the Oceania places, like the Oceania countries. But we do have a Fiji A330, like I said. She's gonna be on final 428 left. So I saw her landing lights, so maybe she's on final. I'm not sure how far. Well, can't really tell how far she is from here, but she's gonna be landing on 28 left. So we're gonna be waiting for the Fiji A330 to land here, and then I'll get a nice shot of it. Actually, I think she is taking 28 right instead. I mean, at first glance, I thought she was going to be taking 28 left, but she's going to be going for 28 right. So we're going to catch Fiji Airways on their A330-200, and she arrived from Nadi. And I had to like look up on Flight Radar 24 so I can like know what the name is. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, so correct me if I'm wrong. But there she is right there. Like slowing down on 28 right. Wait for it. I know heat haze is gonna go crazy on this, but here we go. Wonder what runway is she gonna exit. I think she's gonna be exiting on that one. Well, not runway, but taxiway, if that's what I say. Look at that. It's a very nice livery for Fiji. Kind of like the tail design of this aircraft. It's very nice. Let me see if I can try manually focusing on that aircraft. Not sure how that's gonna work, but yeah. So here's the Fiji A630. Here we go, boys. Korean Air 777-300ER is on number 1 for departure for 28 left. She's gonna be heading out to Seoul, Incheon for this afternoon. Just get like wait for her. Hopefully she's gonna be rolling. At this point, she's probably rolling right now, but we're gonna catch her. Really excited to see Korean Air again. And get ready for the GE90 roar. Here we go, boys. That was a long departure roll, or takeoff roll for that aircraft. Quite interesting. But there she is, heading out to Incheon. If I can center her in the middle, there we go. A beautiful United Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the Star Alliance livery had just arrived, and there she is. I see that tail, see that black tail, and there she is right there. And this also has like the Evo Blue engines and the title, so this is like a repainted aircraft, let's say. So there she is right there, the Star Alliance 777. And how about this? We do have like a fun series here for Neo. And it's called the name of the animal. Yeah, like I said, there's that 222 in the Star Alliance livery, arriving from London Heathrow. The international push continues as we do have this Japan Airlines Boeing 777-300ER. And this aircraft is going to be heading out to Haneda International Airport, of course also in Tokyo, as Flight 1. And this aircraft is registered Juliet Alpha 741 Juliet. I don't think I have never seen a Japan Airlines 777 before, so this is actually my first time seeing their 777s. And overall, I think their 777s absolutely looks very nice. Honestly, while I rather prefer the 787s, I've been seeing those quite more commonly, but seeing the 777s it does add a nice touch to it. So really fortunate to see a Japan Airlines 777, and she looks absolutely very nice as she departs for Haneda. Next up, we do have this United Express Bavarian CRJ 700, and this aircraft is going to be heading to Santa Ana International Airport in Southern California. There we go. So Southern California, that's where Santa Ana is. So Orange John Wayne Santa Ana International as flight SkyWest Airlines, flight 55. It's operated by SkyWest Airlines. So this aircraft is operated by SkyWest Airlines as flight 5440. That's the flight number, and this aircraft is registered November 74 Sierra Kilo. There we go. So yeah, really nice to see a CRJ 700 from SkyWest on the United Express livery, especially when it's in the Evo Blue livery. And yeah, very nice. Next up, we do have a 777-200ER. No, it's just not the 200. This is actually the 200 variant. So yeah, there she is right there. And she's going to be heading to IAD, so Washington Dulles, as flight 2667. And this aircraft is registered November 778 Uniform Alpha. And yeah, I don't think I need to elaborate too much right there, but we do have a wardrobe malfunction on both of its engines right there. So very interesting to see. And yeah, once again, no need to... I don't think I need to elaborate too much from there. I do like the fact that there's like smokes that are kind of like the gray smokes, the black smokes that are just coming up from the engines. I think that's very cool when it took off. That's very cool right there. So yeah, there's the 777-200ER. No need to elaborate too much from there. And here's a better shot. And how about this? We do have another aircraft. I'm not sure what plane that was. It's in the background. But yeah, we do have that plane in the background as well. So yeah, very nice aircraft right there. Here's their Delta A321neo. Of course, this aircraft is going to be heading out to Boston Logan International Airport. No need to elaborate too much from there. Here's a United 777-200. This is another 222 right there, looking very nice. And yeah, here she is, registered. That aircraft is November 778, Uniform Alpha, another wardrobe malfunction for that airplane. And there she is. How about this beauty right here? United Evo Blue 787-9 coming in, making an appearance at SFO. Man, wow, what a beauty she is. The Evo Blue 787, it looks so nice. Wow, I'm very fortunate to see her again. Wow, very nice. She had just arrived from Incheon International Airport as United Flight 8902, and this aircraft is registered November 24979er. Wow, what a beautiful livery for a Boeing 787 Dreamliner. Wow, just magnificent. It looks absolutely beautiful. Well, this shot ends up being a bit blurry, but I don't care. It's the Evo Blue 787-9 from United Airlines, and I can't complain too much right there. It looks absolutely beautiful. Man, very fortunate to see this beauty. And yeah, here she is at SFO. But next up, we do have a Breeze Airways Embraer E190. So really nice to see another Breeze Airways Embraer E190 here at SFO. She had just arrived from San Bernardino International Airport as Flight 601. And this aircraft is registered November 126 Bravo Zulu. Now, I do have a bit of an interesting story to tell you guys about this flight. So this was actually my spring break day trip. So a day trip with Breeze Airways to San Bernardino. That was originally going to be my day trip. However, there were other plans, so that was canceled. But hopefully I can go to San Bernardino soon. Hopefully I can go to San Bernardino because it's quite interesting. Although there's nothing too much to see in San Bernardino, but the airport is very interesting to say the least. But once again, here's the Breeze Embraer E190 arriving from San Bernardino as she exits the runway, and there she is. There's another picture of her right there, looking absolutely very nice. And yeah, Breeze Airways, real nice to see them in SFO. Of course, they're going to be starting a couple of more routes coming soon. So I'm very excited to see what Breeze has to offer for those routes. And here we have an American Airlines Airbus A321neo. Wow, very nice to see an American A321neo. It's been a while since I last seen them. Well, before all the other stuff. But really nice to see another American A321neo. She's going to be heading to Charlotte Douglas International Airport as Flight 2830, and this aircraft is registered November 457 Alpha Mike. Quite an interesting registration, I think that's what I say. Excuse me. So quite an interesting registration for this aircraft right there. Here's another shot at the Breeze E190. Yeah, nothing to elaborate too much right there. And here we have the United Airlines. Yeah, United Airlines Airbus A319. I think I already covered this already. I'm not really quite sure, but I did got another picture of her, or maybe I have not. I'm not really quite sure, but we do have this United Airlines Airbus A319. I was thinking Delta because I seen a couple of Delta A319s. But we do have United's A319 heading out on a clear sky afternoon, so very nice. Here's the 777 that I mentioned already, so no need to elaborate too much right there. And here she is, Turkish 787-9 Dreamliner, heading to Istanbul as Turkish Flight 290. And this aircraft, of course, is registered Tango Charlie Lima Lima Bravo, and I think I already mentioned her at the beginning, but she's gonna be making her outbound departure to Istanbul in Turkey, or Turkey. And yeah, really nice to see this aircraft. I got some nice departure. Oh yes, I do want to talk about this after I explain about this. So yeah, she's gonna be taxiing on the taxiway right there. So she's taxiing on the taxiway right now, but I got some beautiful departures. Well, what am I saying? I got some beautiful pictures of her when she was taxiing. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. So I do apologize if that took that long. But next up, oh my god, yes, there she is, the Emirates Airbus A380. Man, I'm very fortunate to see her again. Wow, see this. Wow, that's a beautiful airplane. While I like the 747, the A380 is just a nice airplane. And man, she was taking off above me. She had just arrived from Dubai, but she was flying over me while I was spawning. I had to get that picture immediately because it's the king of the skies. Because yes, but man, really fortunate to see the Emirates A380. Let me zoom in closer. Yeah, there she is. Wow. What a beauty she is. What a beauty she is. The Emirates Airbus A380. What a majestic king right there. So I think that's going to be it for this round of photos right there. Now we got a couple of video clips to dive over. We got some video clips to dive over before we go into the Emirates A380. So with that being said, let's jump into those. Alright, next up we have a JAL 777-300ER departing on 28 left. She's going to be heading out to Tokyo, Haneda. I'm really excited to see another Japanese airline, and it's under Boeing 777, like I said. Normally I would see 787s from them, but seeing the 777 is a bit of a change. So we're gonna get a picture of this Boeing 777. I've seen their 777s before, but I never got like a good photo on my DSLR camera, so can't wait to see her. And just gotta wait for her. She's gonna be coming in later in like a few seconds. Gotta wait. Alright, come on. Yeah, she's kinda waiting right now. There we go, I see the tail, there we go. There she is. Off she goes to Haneda. Very nice shot. And like I said, I know heat haze is there, but hey, I mean it's just content. But hey, really nice to see these international airlines here at SFO. I know I've been getting a lot of 777s, but next up we do have a United 777-200 non-ER variant that's going to be heading out for a domestic flight to Houston Intercontinental George Bush Airport. So United has that's another United hub, big hub for United Airlines. So he's gonna be heading out there, outbound. And yeah, there she is. Let's hear those Pratt & Whitney PW4000s. And off she goes. Very nice. Okay, so a totally different aircraft this time. We do have a Breeze Embraer E190 arriving from San Bernardino. And I think it's one of the... Oh, I can't remember how many flights does Breeze take from San Bernardino, but it's one of those flights that it's like a daily flight if I were to guess. I'm not sure, but actually I don't think it's daily, because they don't have two once daily if I would guess. There she is, Embraer E190. Second time seeing the E190 after seeing one of them at SMF. And it's for that charter. But yeah, great to see another Breeze Airways aircraft in just one day. And there she is, the Embraer E190. Yeah, there we go, that's a good shot right there. Love to see it. Breeze Airways. Right there. Beautiful. I'd love to try one of their cabin products soon. I'd love to experience Breeze in the future, because I know they are a great airline. Once again, Breeze Airways arriving from San Bernardino. Let me get some more pictures of this aircraft. Let me see if I can zoom in into the registration. That is November... I think it's 126 Bravo Zulu if I were to guess. Yeah, I think it's 126 Bravo Zulu. Oh, 777, 300 yards just blocked that plane. But there she is. Ooh, nice. Get the SFO water tanks as well. And then American A321neo just departed. Not just gonna be heading to Dallas or Phoenix. Thanks for plugging there. It is. Sorry if it kind of got out of focus for a bit of a second. But yeah, American A321neo just departed. Not sure if she's gonna be heading to Dallas or Phoenix. Alrighty, and we have the United 777-200 taking off. She's gonna be, once again, I'm not sure where, the previous one was an IH flight, but I'm not sure what this one is. But there she is right there. Let's see some smoke on that aircraft. Let's see that smoke trail. Look at that. Wow. And here we have the Turkish 787-9. She's gonna be heading out to Istanbul. And the registration of this aircraft is Tango Charlie Lima Lima Bravo. Beautiful aircraft from Turkish Airlines right there. Very nice to see another Dreamliner from Turkish. Look up in the sky, ladies and gentlemen. We have an Emirates Airbus A380 on final from Dubai. There she is right there. She's flying over the airport right now. Oh boy, I'm super excited to catch another A380. I'm super excited. This is going to be an awesome catch. Let me see if I can try getting like a sky shot at that. And we do have a United 777 300ER departing right there. I do apologize I didn't got a picture of that because like I'm too focused on the A380 right there. Let's just say that. Look at that. There she is. Alrighty guys, and here comes the Turkish 787-9. She is departing on 28 left. Like what most airplanes are doing. But yeah, here she comes. There's the tail. Oh, come on, focus. We actually got two Dreamliners that are departing on 28 left, as we do have a JL 787-9 that's also going to be departing as well. I think she's going to be heading to Narita, I think. That's like that's the other airport for Tokyo, but she's going to be departing for Narita, if I'm right. So yeah, JL 787-9. Really excited to catch another JL plane. And yet, the 787-9 is really common for me. So, I'm just gonna be waiting and let's see. Ooh. Well, I do want to show you this United 757 right there. So, here is the United 757-600 in the Evo Blue livery, looking very beautiful. And yeah, number one for departure is that JL Dreamliner. So, just casually waiting for her to depart. And soon, maybe if I can, we're going to be going after the A380 from Emirates, because, you know, it's the beast, like the largest plane, of course. So yeah, just wait for it. JL should be coming. See landing lights right there. I think that's, I'm not sure if that's the A380 or something, but if it is, oh, there we go. United, JL-9. Yes, there she is. Beautiful departure. So yeah, there is an aircraft on final. I'm going to be checking on flight radar 24, and if it's the A380, so going to be getting it. Get blue. It's a ribbon tail. Very nice. Oh, kind of like got out of focus right there. But yeah. Alright, so here are the photos of the Turkish 787 Dreamliner right here. So she's departing on 28 left right there. And overall, I think I'm very proud on how I took these photos right here. So here's some more departure shots right there of the Dreamliner from Turkish Airlines. And yeah, once again, she's going to be heading out to Istanbul on this fine afternoon. And here's the San Francisco skyline right there. You can see the Salesforce Tower once again. So that's the Turkish Dreamliner, and you can see all these cargo variants, like all the cargo planes. There's the Asiana 747, and then you got a FedEx 767, I think, and then you got, well, if I could like zoom it in, you got all your business jets right there. So there's one biz jet and some more biz jets right there. So very nice to see all these biz jets at SFO. Moving on to some more photos. Well, here's some more photos of the Turkish 787 Dreamliner, and here's the Japan Airlines 787-9 Dreamliner. She's going to be heading out to Tokyo Narita Airport as Japan Flight 57, and this aircraft is registered Juliet Alpha 865 Juliet. So really nice to see a Japan Airlines 787 Dreamliner, and glad I got a very nice photo of this aircraft. Overall, Japan's Dreamliners are very nice, and yeah, I do love the sleek of the airplane and the livery itself, although like the livery is just plain white. It just features the Japan Airlines tiles on the logo on the tail, nothing else. But other than that, it looks very nice on this aircraft. The livery of Japan Airlines, it does look very nice on this aircraft right there. So once again, heading out to Tokyo Narita on the afternoon as flight 57. Yes, so flight 57 for Japan Airlines right there. Next up, as we move on, here's a beautiful beacon shot of the Dreamliner right there, looking very nice. And as I scroll through all these photos, Here's a United 737-900ER in the Evo Blue livery, looking absolutely beautiful. And she's going to be heading out to Honolulu International Airport, so that's Daniel K. I think I'm not going to pronounce the last name because it's kind of hard, but I'll just call it Daniel K Airport. So the flight number for this aircraft is 455, and this aircraft is registered November 38459er. So really nice to see another United 739, especially when it's in the Evo Blue livery. I think I got a couple of Evo Blue liveries, but yeah, I think I commonly get like the Continental Globes, but always nice to catch all of these like Evo Blues. And I'm not sure if you're seeing it on screen, but looking at the bottom, there's like a ton of like biz jets on the ground, so that's very cool right there. Not sure if you can see it, or if I can try like zoom it in. Hope you can see it a little better. So yeah, you can see a plethora of like Gulfstreams and Cessna Citations and probably Falcons, but that's very cool. You got like a plethora of biz jets in one ramp, like the entire ramp, so that's very cool right there. Next up, we do have a JetBlue Airbus A321neo in the ribbon's tail, and I think I already mentioned the registration already. I think I may have like talked about the registration, but this is November 9023 Juliet Bravo, and she's gonna be heading out to Boston Logan International Airport on this afternoon. So really nice to see JetBlue right there. And here's another beautiful shot of the aircraft. I got two shots of that airplane, but I don't really care too much. It's a JetBlue A321neo in the ribbon's tail. I hope I can actually see their Neo with the ribbon's tail, because they also have some Neos in the ribbon's tail, so I think that's significant that these are mint configuration. Well, this is also mint this is also a mint configuration aircraft, as you can see. It's meant to be, so that's a very nice name right there. But yeah, that's a JetBlue Airbus A321neo, and she looks absolutely very nice. And here we go, everybody. Next clips are the Emirates Airbus A380. Man, I'm just super excited. I'm gonna let the clip play for itself, because that thing is a beast. He is arriving from Dubai once again, and man, I'm just very excited to capture this Airbus A380. Man, I can't wait. So without being said, everybody, let's jump into the Emirates Airbus A380 clips. Here we go, everybody. There she is, everybody, the Emirates Airbus A380 arriving from Dubai International Airport. Wow, look at that majestic beast right there. Oh boy, I'm just excited to catch another A380. Whew. And I think she's taking 28 left. Not 28 left, 28 right. Oh boy, there she is. I'm gonna like get a lot of pictures of that. Wow, take a look at that. Let me zoom in. There she is. Look at that. Look at that majestic view right there. Wow. And she's gonna be going into the building. She's gonna be touching down, and we're gonna like catch her. All right, here we go, everybody. Oh boy. Whew. Get ready, Emirates A380. Oh boy, there she goes. Get ready. Get ready. Like I'm totally ready. I'm like 100% ready. There it is. Oh my god, look at that. Wow. Holy. Oh my god, look at that. There she is. Wow. Ah, no, it's full. Well, unfortunately my thing is full, so let me fix that real fast, because I gotta get so many photos of this Emirates A380. Oh boy, I don't want to miss this. There it is. Let me see if I can try to get a shot like that. Oh boy. Well, unfortunately, got a lot of cool stuff on my camera. I mean, it is what it is. Wow, look at that. Look at her. Oh boy. Let me get another shot of that. Wow, take a look at that. Look, there we go. Look at that. Woo. Hot. Hot. Look at that beauty right there, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. Another look at that beauty. Wow, look at that. The mighty A380, the king of the skies, from Dubai. Wow, what a beauty. Look at her right there, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Such a beautiful aircraft right there. As you can tell, everybody, wow, what a beauty he is. The Emirates Airbus A380, the king of the skies, arrived from Dubai International Airport as Emirates Flight 225, and this aircraft is registered Alpha 6 Echo Victor Delta. Man, what a beautiful plane she is. I mean, like, while I do love the 747, I think the Emirates A380 deserves a spot for this spotting video right here, because like the double decker is just an absolute unit, and really nice to see her at SFO. Wow, what a beautiful airplane right there, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, just this 4-engine behemoth, this 4-engine plane. Wow, such a beautiful airplane, like I said. Wow, here's some shots as she exits runway 28 right. And here's like the shots of her taxiing to its gate. Wow, that is a unit. What a unit right there. Wow, what a beautiful plane once again. And yeah, really nice to see the Airbus A380. I hope I can actually see the A380 in their revised livery if ever they bring that to SFO. But who knows, maybe when I go back to SFO in the future, I can see like an A380 in the revised livery from Emirates. But under that, really nice to see their older style of it. But under that, yeah, it's an Airbus A380. I mean, like, what can you do with it? I mean, like, it's a beautiful airplane, like I said. And yeah, a spotting wouldn't be completed without an A380, because that thing is a beast, a behemoth, a whale. Yeah, what a beauty she is. And yeah, really glad to catch this Emirates A380. And we do have a United Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the Star Alliance livery. And this is actually the old colors. So this was the Continental livery back then for the Star Alliance planes. As you can see, it has GE90 engines, excuse me. So that is a former Continental airplane right there. So she had just arrived from Munich, Germany as flight 1905, and this aircraft is registered November 78017. So yeah, really nice to see a Star Alliance 777 with GE90s. I do have the NG models release, and that had a different registration, but it's nice to see one in real life. So yeah, United 777-200ER Star Alliance livery with GE90 engines coming in from Munich once again. And she's exiting now on 28 right, as you can see by this photo right there, looking absolutely very nice. And yeah, and here is a British Airways Boeing 777-300ER. Wow, I'm really glad to see this aircraft. Of course, I did see one in LAX, so I think that was the first time I saw a British 777, or maybe it's like back in 2022 when it was in like SFO, but I'm not really quite sure. Or maybe it's I'm referring to like the 200s, but I never got like a proper shot of a 777-300ER from British Airways until like my LAX trip. But I did got a better one with good lighting here at SFO on a spring day. So really nice to see this British 777-300ER. And this aircraft, of course, arrived from London Heathrow as British Airways. Yeah, British Airways Flight 285, also known as Speedbird Flight 285. Let me take a breather real fast. I know I've been talking a lot, but gotta get this whole thing through. And this aircraft is registered Gulf Sierra Tango Bravo India. So once again, really nice to see this British 333 Speedbird making an appearance in SFO. And yeah, I think they would have like, they do have 2 double daily flights out of SFO. Like, they have 2 double daily Heathrow flights to SFO. So in the afternoons, they would like bring in a 777-300. Well, as of like the spring, they would bring like a 777-300ER, and then later in the afternoon, it would be an Emirates Airbus A380. But I think during the winters, it's the A380 in the afternoon and a 777-200ER, not the 300ER, but it's now changed it to it's swapped with a 200ER. So that comes in the evening. So yeah, quite different during the winter schedule, but this was a spring schedule back then, so they would bring in a 333 in the afternoon and an A380 in the evenings. So yeah, really nice to see the British Airways 777-300ER, and yeah, she looks absolutely very nice. And here's another shot of her while she was like taxiing to her gate, and this is just like the United Spirit, like the new Spirit of United 777 I got. It's kind of something like this, but yeah, I'm really glad. What I did is I just stand at the stool, like in one of the stools. I did not stand close to like the window. I just like standing in the stools and got the picture right there. So yeah, really nice to see this British 777-300ER, and she looks absolutely very nice. And the last photo, the final photo from all this photo stuff I got from SFO is the Avianca Airbus A320neo taking off for San Salvador. She's going to be heading out to San Salvador as flight 563, and this is operated by Avianca El Salvador. And this aircraft is registered November 769er Alpha Victor. So Really nice departure shot to this aircraft, and I'm overall impressed on how these photos turned out. And it looks absolutely very nice. Well, as you can see, there's like a little bit of a, well, the reflectance of like the buildings right there. But yeah, and that'll do it for all the San Francisco International Airport photos from the Sky Terrace. Wow, I know it took a lot of photos. Like, I took like about 485 photos on that day. Wow, that was like literally a lot of photos I took. But other than that, nice way to finish off with this Avianca Airbus A320neo, looking absolutely very nice. Once again, heading out to San Salvador as flight 563, and yeah, really nice aircraft. And I know engine models did like the regular Avianca livery, but I think that's like the, what is that? Oh yeah, the Colombian Avianca. I hope we can get like a regular livery Avianca A320neo, the El Salvador variant. And yeah, hopefully that's in a feature from engine models, because I would like to have that model in the future. But yeah, really nice to finish off with the Avianca A320neo. And let's get into my last update clip at the Sky Terrace. So with that being said, let's move into like the update clip as I like pretty much exit the Sky Terrace, because I think I had some other plans to do like somewhere in downtown San Francisco. So with that being said, let's get into that clip. Alrighty guys, so that is pretty much it for the first half of me being in the Sky Terrace. Right now, I think what I'm gonna be doing is like I'm gonna be like probably going to San Francisco, probably around downtown to like go get some lunch, and then probably later, hopefully before 4 o'clock or somewhere around 3 for the most part, I can be coming back to SFO so I can catch more airplanes there, because like I'm gonna be spending a whole day in SFO and I'm kind of like feeling a little hungry right now, so I'm gonna be like going down to the Bay Area or downtown San Francisco right there and probably go get some grub so I can at least get something to eat. And yeah, but look at this display right here. Look at that. You got like a very nice history of San Francisco International. You got like a DC-3 right there. That looks so nice. And some more stuff for SFO's history. So yeah, very nice. And yeah, so I think what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be heading down, go to my car. Oh, there's a Douglas DC-6 from United Airlines. Look at that beauty right there. Very nice. But yeah, other than that, gonna be heading down and go get some lunch. Eventually, other plans changed unexpectedly, so I went to Japantown to grab my lunch. And on that day, there was a cherry blossom festival. It lasted throughout the entire weekend, and I wasn't expecting many attendees during that time. Now, I love anything that has to do with Japanese culture, so I was in the mood of exploring the malls in Japantown while I was getting my food. And after waiting in line for quite some time, I managed to grab some takoyakis for lunch. Overall, while it was hot, the taste was overall good. I do love how it was prepared. After that, I did explore the mall for a bit, and it was crowded. As expected, there was a lot of attendees because of that festival. I even saw people in anime cosplays as well. Really nice to see them dressed up as their favorite characters. While strolling for the next couple of minutes, I did buy a few anime stuff for my anime collection, and that was basically it. Outside of the whole plane spotting deal, I hope I can attend next year's festival. Let me know if you want a separate video on that in the comments. Or I can also add a story highlight on my Instagram as well. Since I'm always on Instagram, it's nice to post anything other than aviation on that platform. But nevertheless, I got one final video clip to showcase to you guys. And this is me recapping what happened on that day, and giving you guys my overall thoughts on plane spotting at the Sky Terrace. So with that being said, let's roll in the final clip. Alright, so after what appears to be like a cancellation due to a festival here in Japantown, I do want to assess the photos that I took today. So I do apologize that I didn't came back to SFO around this time, because like, I was in the mood. It's like a Japanese cherry blossom festival, and I had to like be there, because like I want to experience what this festival is like. But I do want to give you guys like the overall photos that I took today. So let's start off with this one with the Avianca A321neo, if I can focus. Come on. Hang on, guys. It's gonna take a while. There we go. So here's the Avianca A321neo right there. Looking pretty nice. Next up, we have this British Airways 777. Also a very nice photo. Of course, like, it's around noon time, so heat haze was present. So I don't think many of these photos will be accepted to JP. So that's unfortunate. Here's a Star Alliance 777 right there from United Airlines. Next up, we have the mighty Emirates Airbus A380 looking absolutely sharp. Good lighting, I must say. But here it is right there. Unfortunately, I didn't catch the British Airways A380 because that was my initial plan, but it got canceled, of course. So here's the Emirates A380, and here's a ribbon's tail JetBlue A321, looking very nice. And we have the JAL-9 departing for, I think it was Haneda that I said. And here's the Turkish Dreamliner departing for Istanbul. And here we have a overhead shot, well, like a low angle shot of the Emirates A380 flying above me. So here is that photo right there for you guys. Next up, we have the Dreamliner from Turkish Airlines. I'm trying to focus it like a couple times. So yeah, here's the Turkish Dreamliner. And here's the United 777 and some United. Here's the Breeze E190 right there, arrived from San Bernardino. And here's some, that was an American A221. And here's a United -10, well, not -10, it's a -9 in the Evo Blue livery, looking very nice. Here's some more Uniteds, and I kind of like skimming through those. Here's a Delta A321neo, and some more Boeing 777s. Oh, I also got like a CRJ 700 right there. So here's a United CRJ 700 right there in the Evo Blue livery. Like that shot, I must say. Here's the JAL 777 departing right there. I think this is like a Haneda flight, if I were to guess. And here's the 777 Star Alliance Evo Blue colors right there. And here's another 777. A lot of 777s. Ooh, how about this double shot right there with the 737-800? Very nice. And here's the Fuji Airbus A330-200 right there. Finally got like a decent photo, although it is heat haze, but I'm okay with it. Here's the Korean Air 777-300ER departing for Incheon. And we got another 777 from United, and what else? Oh, here's a 222 from United. These are the GE90s. And some 737. Here's a MAX 8 from United. And here's the Breeze A221, well, A220-300 right there. So here's that photo for you. And some more photos right there. Here's the Lufthansa 747-8. A very nice shot of this aircraft. Looking nice. Next up, we do have, of course, more Breeze Airways. And here's the ANA 777. She has departed for Narita. Got a very nice shot. I do want to make sure I have a good ANA photo for JP, so that's why I'm trying to make sure that I'm trying to look for the best ANA photo, but unfortunately I don't think I got a good ANA photo for today. Here's a JetBlue Prism Tail A321, looking very nice. Nice shot. Here's an American 737-800 and the Air New Zealand Dreamliner -9, looking very nice. Love that shot. Here's a United 757-300, blasting off out of 28 left. Here's a Southwest, of course, Southwest Airlines, kind of like the typical. Here's a Alaska A175. This can be a good photo, I'm not sure. I didn't check if there's heat distortion for this photo, but I'm not sure if that can be acceptable or not. And here's a wheels up aircraft right there. This is kind of like a random aircraft I just took for today. So that's that. Here's a Delta A319 and another United 777. A lot of 777s. And here's the beautiful Alaska E175 Horizon Air Retro. Wow, look at that shot. I'm very proud of that shot. I gotta say, that's my first time seeing this beautiful aircraft, and my goodness, it absolutely looks gorgeous. And here's another, this is a MAX 9 from Alaska Airlines. Next up, we have a 777-200. I gotta say, took a lot of 777s. Next up, we have an American A321neo and an American E175 operated by, I think that's a SkyWest operated. Yeah, it should be a SkyWest operated, I think. Here's a Southwest 737-800 and a Singapore A350. Long time since I last got a good photo of Singapore. So here's a good photo of that. Of course, it's heat haze, so unfortunately that can't be for JP. Here's another Prism A321 from JetBlue and a United 777 Evo Blue. And here's what's that? Oh, this could be the Alaska 737-800, and here's a United 757-200 in the Continental Globe colors. United Evo Blue A320 right there. And a United 757-300. I think that's a MAX 9. Yeah, that's a MAX 9. And an Air Canada MAX 8 right there. Very nice. And skimming through all these photos. Here's a double headshot, like a double aircraft shot with their A220-300 right there. And here we have a United Singapore this is the Singapore A350 when she was taxiing. And here's the Aeromexico 737-800 right there. And another United CRJ 700 and a United 757-300. Also got a lot of 730s, 737s as well. Here's a Alaska, not Alaska, it's a United E-175. And yeah, here's the airport fire truck that I managed to take. It was like just strolling around while driving around, so I had to like get a picture of that. Here's a United 752. I think this is the one that departed. And here's the Ribbons Tail JBU A321. Here, oh, hang on. Here it is, the KLM 787-10. Well, yeah. And here's a United 787-9 right there. Here's the Breeze A220-300. Very nice shot, I gotta say. And here's another shot at the aircraft. Here's another GA plane right there. And here's the Air Canada MAX 8 and the Turkish Dreamliner when she landed from Istanbul. And here's another MAX 8 photo right there. United 757-300 in the Evil Blue livery. Here's a Delta A321neo and the JL 787-9 looking very nice. This is when she arrived from Narita. I think it was Narita, I'm guessing. Because like, I think the the 777 might be Haneda's and the Dreamliners would be Narita's. So here's another Delta A321neo. How about this like 3-shot of an aircraft right there? You got like a United MAX 9 right there, the JL 787 and the United E175 right there. A very nice shot, I gotta say. Here's another shot of that Delta A321neo and a United 787-9 taxiing in the Continental Globe colors. Here's a United 777 right there. And here's the Air India Boeing 777-200LR in the Mahatma Gandhi livery, registered Victor Tango Alpha Lima Golf. Very nice shot of this aircraft, really decent. I'm kind of like happy about it, although it is still it's still like hazy, but of course, I mean, it is what it is. I wish weather was like cloudy on that day. Here's a United A219 and a CRJ 700 taking off. Here's a A220. I think that's an A220. Not sure with the emergency exit. Yeah, that's an A220. So that's the Evil Blue A220. A lot of Evil Blues, I must say. We got some Continental Globes as well. And here's the JAL 787-9. And that ends it off for today's spotting outing at San Francisco International Airport. So overall, a very fun flight. Well, it's a very fun spotting. It's my first time doing it on the Sky Terrace. And overall, I got some very amazing shots from like aircraft taking off and all that. So yeah, I'm just here like in downtown San Francisco, just like celebrated the Cherry Blossom Festival as of this day. But yeah, I mean, like something like that, events like that, I just had to like go, or like anything Japanese. I just had to like do it. Cause like, yeah, there's Japantown and we would usually like go there sometimes when we go to San Francisco. And yeah, so overall the festival was fun and the spotting was fun too. But other than that, I'm gonna be heading home. It's kind of like getting a bit late. I don't want to be stuck in traffic, so I may have to like figure out a time on when I'm gonna be like going home. So hopefully I can be home. Well, I gotta be home by now, but yeah. But other than that, a very fun spotting day. And yeah, that is pretty much it for today's video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna be spotting, hopefully the next time I go SFO spotting, hopefully the weather is good and hopefully not much heat haze, and yeah, just excited for the next spotting day at San Francisco International Airport. So yeah, that'll do it for this spotting day. Thank you guys for watching this amazing spotting video. To put it into perspective, I think the Sky Terrace is a great spotting location. For as long as you have a lens hood and good lighting, then you should get some perfect photos for you to edit once your day is complete. Now I do apologize if this video was more lengthy than my previous spotting videos. There were a lot of photos I took on that day, and I wanted to go over each one of them one by one. But let me know what you think of this format of this spotting video. I may try to do this again in my next spotting videos in the future. But I'm looking forward to plane spotting at SFO on the Sky Terrace again, and hopefully my photos will turn out much better than the first photos I took during my first Sky Terrace spotting session. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. And don't forget to check out my other plane spotting videos I did by clicking on that playlist, and you can check out all my other plane spotting locations from there. I got a plethora of plane spotting videos that you guys are going to enjoy. So, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, good night.